Hey everyone, welcome to Free League Showcase. This is the next item on the schedule for today. It's our second day. It's Alien. It is Home Sweet Home. It's written by Dave from the Effekt podcast, also one of the writers on the core rulebook, and the Destroyer of Worlds cinematic. What did I want to say? Cinematic scenario. Why can't I ever remember that word for the life of me? This is out right now. You can. It's available on freeleaguepublishing.com. It's amazing. You know, Dave wanted me to show that up because he worked very hard on this, and we're very proud and very excited for him that finally released. Dave, thanks for coming on and being a part of the Free League Showcase.
Well, absolute pleasure as always. Always a great opportunity to play some Alien and kill some people off. So yeah,
what? That never happens in this game. I'm surprised that's what might happen this time.
Well, today's going to be different then.
Dave, you want to tell folks a little bit? This was supposed to be the scenario for the convention scene this year, and of course the conventions that are not taking place physically. So we decided we'd save it for Free League Showcase. So.
Yeah, so as we did last year, Matthew and I had the opportunity to write convention scenarios. You may well have seen Matthew's Versen scenario yesterday at the same time as this one. But so I got to write Home Sweet Home, which is obviously another one-act cinematic scenario intended for convention play. But it's hoping to show a slightly different side of the Alien game. So hope people enjoy it.
Excellent. I'm really excited. I'm just going to hand it over to you right now. I'll be behind the scenes if you need me. If you need any maps or anything, just say, "Hey, Doug, can I get the map?" and I'll throw it up there on screen. Also, if anybody is a fan of the Alien RPG, please hit that like button down below. That helps us grow the Free League YouTube channel. We really want to do more and more with this platform and have more awesome folks like Dave and the crew here on, and hopefully if you subscribe, you'll be able to be notified as soon as we upload content or go live, and we really appreciate that. So, all right,
cool.
I'm gonna let you go. I'll be behind the scenes. Let me know if you need me. Well,
thank you, Doug.
See you on the other side.
Thanks, Doug.
Cool. Right, everybody. Well, I'm going to give you all just a few seconds just to introduce yourself for real. So going sort of around the picture on my screen. Tony.
So do you want me to introduce myself, not the character yet?
Just you quickly, yep.
I'm Tony. I'm in fact Dave's brother, who's that side on my screen. Been gaming for many years with Dave and other friends, Matthew from the Effekt podcast, since we were at school together 40 years ago. So quite a long history in gaming, and played quite a lot of Alien, obviously.
Cool. Millie.
Hello, yes, that's my name. That's me. My name is Millie. I am Millie the GM, so it's a rare treat that now I'm on the receiving end of Aliens. I'm just about to start Destroyer of Worlds Act 3 with my players on Monday, and it's all going a bit as you'd expect. So I'm looking forward to being on the other side of the screen, so to speak.
Cool, thank you. Aaron P. Aaron
okay.
P, sorry.
Aaron, yeah. we only just figured out this was the distinction between us two, despite knowing each other for about a year now. The other day, so that was fun.
Took us a little while.
So in the real world, my name's Aaron. On the online world, I go by the alias of Corporal Hicks because I'm a huge Aliens nerd. I co-run the website Alien vs Predator Galaxy. RPG's relatively new. I've only just really been playing this game. A, because it's Alien. B, because it's actually, flipping awesome. And kept my attention all this time. And, ready to try a brand new scenario from Dave.
Cool. Brilliant. Thank you. Connor.
Hi, I'm Connor. I live in the same town as Dave and Tony, both part of a games group with them that does role-playing stuff some days and normal board games other days. Not much to say, but
cool.
It's me.
Thanks, Connor. And Aaron.
Yeah, hey, I'm also Aaron. Like the other Aaron, I come from the AVP Galaxy forum. I'm Jonesy on there, and similarly, I haven't really played RPGs too much before the Alien RPG, and my love of this series kind of brought me into this game, and it's just been such a blast since then. And I'm looking forward to seeing what Home Sweet Home has to offer.
Cool, thank you. So Home Sweet Home, you are the crew of a mining facility on a planet called LV917, and you are mostly two families with one Weyland-Yutani corporate stooge assistant with you, and your two families with a bit of a history. But you are here mining pentlandite, which is a very common ore, and you've been living together for a couple of years doing that. I'll now get you to introduce yourselves in your characters. Amelia Marino.
Yeah, I am Amelia Marino. I guess the head of the Marino family, 43 years old, and the years are weighing quite heavily on me. In theory, I'm in charge of the facility because I, in fact, own the title to the claim.
Cool, thank you. Diego Marino.
I am Diego Marino. I'm 41 years old, though I look a lot younger than that. A lot younger than that. And my older sibling, Pat,
Is
Amelia.
I think I must have given you some wrong information there. So Amelia is your older sibling. Sorry.
Oh, okay, so Pat has changed it. Amelia? Okay, that makes sense. And Amelia, sign of living and working indoors more than some. Dress quite smartly, and as far as you can in terms of wearing protective outfit due to the circumstances. And my hair is tidy, and that actually makes me wish I had hair because I'm actually bald. So there we go.
Okay, Morgan Parks.
So I'm a 49-year-old scientist, more specifically a meteorologist and a geologist. I'm quite happy where I've ended up, married with a son on a secure location that brings in a nice tidy living.
Cool.
That's essentially me.
Violet Parks.
I'm Violet Parks. I am 42, married to oh God, why do you always forget names when
Morgan.
there we go, married to Morgan.
So
Primary
Morgan himself didn't bring that up.
Well, scientists, they're always interested in bits of rocks rather than their family.
I love rock.
I'm the primary handler of the harvester, which is this big beastie that helps us do some mining around here. What else? I also have a son that Morgan might also ignore. Who knows? Let's find out.
You do have a son.
I'm sure I mentioned being happily married with a son, though. I'm sure that came up.
You did, yeah. I think you did, yeah.
Maybe.
It seemed outweighed by the other side of.
So you do have a son called Benny, who is about 18 years old. He is an NPC in this and lives and works on the mine facility with you. Danny Stone.
Hi, I am the company man. So I've already got a time.
Even the GM described you as a stooge.
That's a bit harsh. Sorry.
The Weyland-Yutani agent, the corporate man. I'm here to basically make sure these two families don't tear themselves to shreds. So I'm 29 years old. I'm just the sort of overseer, make sure everyone's actually doing what they're meant to be doing and not screwing each other over behind the other family's back.
Okay, thank you. So as well as Benny Parks, the son of Morgan and Violet, there are two other NPCs who are here with you as well. One is Maya Marino, who is the niece of Diego and Amelia. Her father, Sanchez, was killed in the feud 20 years ago, which we'll come to in a moment. And the final NPC you have is old man Patrick Parks. He is Morgan's father and the grandfather of Benny, obviously, and he still carries a scar from back in the day. So, what's the story, Mother? You have struggled all your lives to make ends meet, and even the rich promise of the Tontus Ravine Pentlandite mine has seemed to be a false one. Until now. Now you've hit pay dirt. Your tame harvester, forced to rip through virgin rock in search of minerals, has hit a golden stream of yttrium, a vein that could be worth millions. Finally, all these years tolerating the dangers of this world might have paid off. The weather that blows up a storm in a flash, the millipede-like snakes that bite with a deadly venom that you've nicknamed leggy snakes. The scorpion. Never said it was a clever name. The scorpionids that live deep in the mines and swarms of giant insects that roam the region. But these troubles are not the worst of it, for you have been forced to work with a family you once hated, you once fought with. The Marino family owns the claim. The Parks have the skill to exploit it. The violence of the old feud is 20 years in the past, but it saw the murders of Nina and Elian Marino, the parents of Amelia, Diego, and Sanchez. Sanchez Marino was killed too, leaving his baby daughter, Maya, an orphan. The Parks suffered as well. Phoebe Parks, the mother of Morgan, was shot dead, and her husband, Patrick, suffered a terrible blow to his face, the scar of which he proudly carries to this day. You can't say swallowing your pride to work with these people has been easy, but now it seems it was worth it, for you're all sitting on a fortune. But the work of the mine still goes on. This morning, Maya Marino and old Patrick Parks set off in the cargo lifter that you have to check out a good bit of mining ground to the north. Morgan made a routine report that there was an insect swarm building up in the east and a storm brewing to the south. An hour later, Tontus Ravine's weather warning sounded, and within minutes the storm hit. You kennelled the harvester, secured the tractor, and radioed the situation to Maya before scrabbling down the access ladder to the storm shelter and slamming the hatch shut. The shelter rattled. The noise was terrible. The lights dimmed and went out. The darkness was only broken by the shaky glow of the flashlight in Danny Stone's hand. Eventually the storm passed and silence reigned. You are ready to spin the wheel to unlock the roof hatch and escape the shelter. And that's where you are.
So Maya and Patrick, they went off in the cargo lifter. Were they far enough away to be kind of safely out of the path of the storm?
Yes.
So you think they're kind of safe where they are?
You think they should be safe, yeah.
Okay.
You think, okay.
But we don't have a means of communication actually down in the storm shelter with
Not
us.
done.
No, let me share with you the map. So you can see. So we bring the map up, please, Doug. What's the wrong one? So this is a map of the base itself from the outside. You can see that on the western end, you've got the houses where you live, and there's a habitation pod, which is Stone's, where Stone lives. There's a control block that links all three, which is naturally enough where the operations of the base of the facility are controlled from. You have water tanks, a mining storage facility on the north side, with a harvester kennel, which is where your harvester goes, and that's a exceedingly reinforced building because harvesters can eat through pretty much anything. But it's designed to hold the harvester when you're not using it. And then the store next door to it's got all the relevant stuff that you need to control the harvester. It's like 5 meter long giant cattle prods called zappers. The greenhouses, obviously, you just grow some food and stuff in there. On the south side, you've got the entrance to the mine, which is a large tunnel which runs about 100 meters before it opens out into the main sort of mine area where you dig down. Halfway down that, there's a blast door that you use when you are operating in the mine, obviously just to protect the main base from any kind of accidents that might happen. There's an ore processing plant, so the ore that you mine gets chucked in there and it's automatically processed and then packaged and left in the warehouse to deal with your monthly quota deliveries. The vehicle bay is where you keep your tractor, and your cargo lift is too big to go in the vehicle bay, and that sits on the landing pad when it's around. Down the side here, you do have a little chicken run that you have some chickens in. And this dark area is all about 40 meters down below the tops of the cliffs, which is where your power generation facilities tend to be. So you've got a field of mini windmills, and you've got a solar farm, and you also have a reactor in the basement underneath the control block. But that reactor's been turned off because there's a slight problem with the radiation shielding. And even though it's not really dangerous, you've got enough power with the solar farm and the mini mills to actually manage it. There are lift towers here, which take you from the base of the ravine up onto the top. And the field nodes are basically sort of power relay centers that control. You see where it says field pylon? You have a ring of pylons that can create an electrical field, which you turn on in order to repel the insect swarms when they come this way. So that's a quick run through of the overview of the base. If we go to the basement, so this is the basement level, if you can see that.
Yep.
This is where you have the reactor and you have the fuel rods. The vault is down there as well. That's where you keep your valuable stuff. That's where the two small suitcases of yttrium are currently housed. The two small cases that are probably worth millions on their own. You have a small armory in there as well. Then you have control and storage facilities. And the storm shelter is down a ladder which runs out of the basement and down it's into the deepest part. So it's the safest place to be when there's a big storm going through. And that is where you are at the moment.
Cool. Well, I suppose we should get out of the storm shelter and see what damage has befallen our little area, and hope it wasn't too terrible.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. So the entrance or the exit from the storm shelter, is that like a hatch at the top of the ladder then?
Yeah, so the storm
And
shelter...
is it kind of in the is it in the ceiling of the storm shelter?
Yes, if you imagine like an old Anderson shelter that's a bit bigger, it's about 6 foot high, but it's not very. It's just for you to stay in for a few hours. And yeah, there is basically like a turn wheel on the hatch that then opens outwards in the ceiling at one end of the storm shelter.
Okay, I guess I'll go up and turn the wheel and open the hatch.
Okay.
Hope the storm's blown over.
I guess we can hear still from here that the storm's definitely past its peak, can't we?
It seems that the storm has gone. Yeah, it's deadly silent now out there. Yeah, you push the hatch a little bit, but it doesn't open. It seems stuck.
Okay, the hatch seems stuck. Who's quite strong and can give it a good push to try and get it open? That's probably not me.
It's not my area of expertise.
So are we all
I
weaklings?
have a 4 in strength if we were to put it into an abstract
That's
combat.
better than me. How many of us can get on this hatch at once to help try and push? Is it up a ladder, isn't it?
It's not actually up an ladder. It's not up. Well, there is a ladder to help you get up it, but it's not.
Oh, right.
This thing's only 6 foot high. The ceiling, so it's quite a small storm shelter. You can get 2 of you, so one of you and someone could take a dice of help.
Okay, you're stronger than me, Violet. You have a go, and I'll help if you want.
Sure. I will look over at my husband as like, why are you letting the merino help me? Like, and just get on with it.
We're all working together now.
We're all friends here.
Years, we're friends now.
I know.
Okay, so this will actually be a stamina roll.
Oh, a stamina roll. I might even have more of that. That's good. Let me have a look.
It's because I have no stamina and I can't help you.
All right. So,
So who is helping you, Violet?
Amelia.
Amelia.
Yeah, Amelia.
Okay.
2, 4, 5, 6. So I'd have 6 normally, and 7 from Amelia. Launch
Let the
one
girls
over
do it.
I get 1 success.
Okay.
I don't think I'm going to push that roll.
No,
Yeah.
It feels blocked, but you do manage to push it open a little bit, and whoa, water just suddenly floods straight in. What are you doing?
I let go and I step back.
Yeah.
Shut it again. Shut it.
Everyone take 1 point of stress, please.
Oh, great.
What is stress? Oh no.
Yeah.
Basically,
Already.
that passage above you is obviously flooded, and the minute you opened the hatch, water started spurting into the room, and it was only the weight of the water that closed the hatch.
Well, that's not great. There's no other way out of this room, is there? It's not like we could just get a couple of shovels and start making our own way out or anything here.
I don't
Might
think
be
there are
here
a
a
couple of
while.
shovels down here. Might make a really boring 3 hours of Alien as well.
Make another stamina roll. Yeah.
We eventually get out and scenario's over.
Can you call the harvester, get them to tunnel this way?
If we did provide the harvester with a communicator and it did fully understand English, I would do that.
And it was actually tame enough to take orders without
not
being
done that?
shocked by electricity.
Yeah.
training.
I'm sure there's a Wayland Yutani program for that. Unfortunately, we're not on it.
I can't speak for any programs of Wayland Yutani.
Of course you
Yeah.
can't.
So I'm a bit damp from that, but I'll happily keep it open.
Well,
if
But
everybody,
we all got to get out as quickly as possible. Right?
we
yeah,
I mean, the fact that we could push it open means there can't be that much water above it. If it was like 30 feet of water, we just wouldn't be able to open it, would we? The weight of water would be too much.
That
So
makes
the
sense.
fact that we could open it means,
Which is a good sign.
yeah, and we might have to.
Was there any sort of like terminal down here? I mean, can we access video footage or whatever? No, okay.
No,
Are there
sorry, not.
any resources at all in this space right now that we can?
There are a few bits, but there's not a lot. I mean, you don't tend to spend very long down here. So, what do you have down in the storm shelter?
Probably some food supplies.
You don't.
Yeah,
Imagine we'd have some food supplies.
There are 5
Torches.
rations of food, 5 rations of water, and there's 1 flashlight with 3 power, which is different to the one that Danny's got.
Okay, who wants to take the flashlight?
Well, I could take the upgrade and someone could have my shitty one.
No, I'm sure
Because you're the
Wayland
company-
Yutani provide everything you need.
Yeah, food doesn't mean you always get the best gear.
Yeah, it does. That's exactly what it means.
I will suggest that Morgan takes the torch.
I will quite happily have the torch.
Morgan, do you think so?
Yeah.
Oh, go on.
I guess we
Is
all
it-
can
these are
take
some-
some water and food rations. There's 5. You say 5 each.
Well, knowing Wayland, I mean, it's probably all we've got here.
Yeah. Cheap.
We have
That's-
food
that's-
elsewhere on the
But that's
base.
why we had to have our own warehouse, our own greenhouse. You know, had to look after ourselves. You
And
guys,
chickens.
Self-sufficient.
yeah.
Just don't go look in my personal fridge.
Well, okay. So once we're out of here, you first place
I'm
on
going to go and look at the fridge.
Straight to Danny's pod. Right. I will. Like I feel like I've probably got the longest chance of or the best chance of being the last one out unless anybody's got slightly better stamina than
Well,
myself.
once someone's out, they can hold it open from the other end and help pull people out.
Sure, yeah.
Assuming
that's a good idea.
assuming they actually can stand on the other end, but it's hopefully not.
So is the hatch at kind of floor level on the basement level above?
No, it leads into a shaft that's about 15 feet long, which is a ladder that takes you down into the storm shelter.
Okay.
So
And
you
how
need to go
wide is it? How many people could get past?
One. It's quite narrow. It's one person at a
So-
time.
That means you couldn't have somebody holding the hatch open while other people went past to get out.
Okay.
You remember that if you push the hatch all the way open, it will click and lock open.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Nice and easy then.
And then it's every person for themselves.
Well, Although
we
that
also
might be
agree-
the Wayland mentality.
We ought to agree and order who's going out, so it's not just panicked chaos.
Well, I should go out first.
So the water can't be that deep. We're probably going to swim up through the water in the shaft, aren't we? But then once we get to the top, the water can't be that deep because we can get the hatch open.
Yeah.
So we just need to keep calm, not panic,
Seems
and
reasonable.
just swim up.
So I'll go first. We agree.
No, it's probably going to steal the ore that's hidden away in the
I
vault.
can't.
Well, the vault's
I
locked.
can't.
Well,
We need
Morgan,
2 people to access the vault.
That doesn't mean you don't have some other dodgy ways,
look,
Wayland.
if the water's got down this far, it might have knocked other things out. So if Morgan goes first because you've got the torch,
I've also got a torch.
you've already admitted it's a rubbish one.
Well, it still functions.
No?
I'm quite happy going first. You know,
Morgan, you go first.
I'll follow Morgan. I'll go after
Diego second, then Violet, then Danny. I'll go last.
Noble of you, sis.
Come on, go. We're not going to.
All right. So do we need to make another test to open the hatch again, or can we just?
No, I think you've got its measure now, so you can just shove it open whenever you feel the need. It's quite hard work. You are obviously pushing against the water,
Pushing against the
and
water.
as soon as you open it, the water starts splashing into your face. But yes, you can get it open. Yeah.
Okay.
So try and push it open and latch it. Make sure it stays open.
Yeah.
Yep, that's easy enough to do.
Okay.
Okay, so who is opening it? Violet.
Violet. Yeah, I will do it.
Well, you should probably go first if you're opening, because you're going to be there ready to go, aren't you? So you should probably just go first. If
Okay.
you're actually opening it,
Sure.
rather than open it, stand back while the water's rushing in, and then somebody else goes.
Well,
You might as well just go. I reckon.
I was thinking somebody who is ready to take a breath and swim up would be the first person to. Anyway, I'll go first. Whatever.
Just because you're going to be kind of in the way otherwise.
Push it. Sure.
Go on then, Morgan. Go first. I don't. Go on then, Morgan. Go. Morgan. Go.
Okay, I'm going.
Okay, so you're pushing the
bottom.
thing open. Okay, so as the water comes splashing down, it's obviously filling up the storm shelter really quickly. You need to make a mobility roll, please, Morgan. But with all this water coming down on you, it's at -2 dice.
Oh, boy, it's gonna be practically no dice.
But you've got that stress dice already.
Yeah.
You have one stress die, yeah.
No successes.
Okay, did you want to push that?
We're all gonna drown.
I feel like I need to push this, so yes, I will.
Take a pressure
First hurdle, do we?
And 2 successes.
Okay, yeah, well, the sudden urge not to drown and see everyone else drown behind you has got you going. Yeah, you managed to get yourself up. I'll come back to you in a moment as to what happens when you get to the top. Who was going next? Diego.
Diego.
Yeah.
So again, it's a mobility roll for you, Diego, at -2 dice.
Okay, let me check my stats for a sec. Say -2.
Yeah, -2.
And we
But
got
you
stress.
obviously get your stress die as well.
Yeah. 1 success.
Yeah, that's enough. It's hard going, and this water is obviously splashing in your face, and you're sort of swallowing some of it. But yeah, you managed to get up as well. Violet,
Mobility roll.
mobility roll at -2 dice.
All right. Oh, 1 success.
Okay, yeah, everyone's flying up this ladder. Okay, Danny.
Yeah.
Well, wait for me.
Yeah, I might change that.
That's no successes. So I should probably push.
Okay, take an extra dice.
Yeah.
I mean, you can just stay down there, Danny.
As long as you get out of my
I
way,
mean,
We'll come back to you.
I'd rather not.
we'll come back for your body.
That's a failure and a panic.
Okay, so roll your panic then, please, Danny. 1d6 plus your 2 dice.
6.
6. Okay, you're keeping it together, but you're floundering. You're sort of halfway up the tube, and you're kind of floundering around as all this water is still splashing down past you. Emilia, Danny's got himself stuck. He's got his boot caught on a ladder rung or something.
It's these standard issue Weyland-Yutani boots.
So he's not panicking, but can I give him an order using my command?
Well,
tell
not
him to
really,
put
not
something
really
together?
underwater. No, you're kind of like in a. If you imagine standing under a waterfall.
Okay, I'm going to try and climb up.
Okay, you're not submerged yet. Okay, I'll let you do that, but at -2.
Okay.
But then will that affect his next action?
Well,
Rather than
yeah. So
this
basically,
one?
I mean, it kind of applies to combat, really. So it's kind of up to you whether you can let it apply here. But just looking at the giving order with command, for every success you roll, they gain +1 modification when carrying out the order you give. So if I say, push it together, Stone, climb up that ladder.
So I think that's fair, but he'll have to then. It'll be his next action in the next round.
Okay, is it going to be better just to climb up behind him and give him a shove?
It's up to you.
I'm going to, I've got water pouring in on my head. I'm just going to climb up behind him. And when I get to him, just try and give him a shove to get him to carry on up the ladder. Although my mobility is -2 on mobility.
It is for
Yeah,
this
which
round
is,
as the water's pouring in.
Yeah, which is not necessarily going to go that well anyway. Nope, I'm going to push that.
Okay.
I get 1 success and no panic.
Okay, you've got up to where Danny is. With that success, I'll let you make a close combat roll to try and give him a shove.
If it's obvious that there's some sort of hold up, is it possible for me to also help from above?
Not at the moment, because at the moment you guys are still getting out of the water at the top.
Oh, okay.
You don't even know that Danny's got stuck.
Close combat, yeah?
Yep.
Okay, I get 1 success there, but I also get a panic.
This might be a quick session.
My panic is 3.
3. Okay, yeah, you're coping. For both of you, the idea of being stuck down here and drowning in the first 20 minutes of the scenario is really quite worrying. So
As a player as well, yes.
Yeah, so you managed to give him a shove. You release where he got himself caught, and you both are now start going up. You're effectively can get free, so that's cool. I'm going to share the screen again, so you can see where you come out. So, can you see the screen, people?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. So here, Storm Shelter is here. If you can see my cursor,
Yep.
you've just come up this ladder here. And those of you in the front, you've managed to get to the top. You've burst out, and you can draw a heaving breath of air as you burst free of the surface of the water in the workshop here in the basement. But the basement is flooded to about 1 meter's depth.
Okay.
You can see, as you're all sort of straggling out now, you can see that there's a lot of what seems to be damage on the north end here. There are kind of rents in the wall, and you can see bits of sort of like dark yellowy orange sunlight coming through gaps in the wall where there weren't gaps before.
So that's water processing, and our water tanks kind of on the other side of that, aren't they? From the big
Yes,
map.
they are. Yep, they
Well,
are.
that's not
absolutely.
good then. Our water tanks are knackered.
No.
So
So
that's
is there actually power? Are the lights on, or is the sunlight the only thing we can see?
The
Or
sunlight
the only
is
reason
the
we
only,
can see?
the sunlight is the only thing that is illuminating this area.
Right.
The power is off. The first things you notice are the darkness, apart from this orange glow, and the silence. This gloomy glow seeps in through the damaged north end of the basement. It's the late afternoon sunlight giving the place a pretty eerie glow. There's no power. The facility is shut down. There's no ventilation or air conditioners are running. And you can smell and taste the metallic tinge of LV917's dusty air in here. And you know that after a storm, when the dust is kicked up, the dust is hazardous to breathe. It's not deadly. It's not going to kill you. It's not like being, in a vacuum or anything. But prolonged breathing of it is going to cause you a lot of problems.
Is there anything immediate that we can use to sort of patch the holes in the wall to keep the dust out?
It's quite a big bit of damage there. So it's not going to be a quick job.
Okay.
From that. The other thing you notice when you're here, so the water isn't flowing anymore. The storm shelter is now going to be full, and whatever was leaking into the basement has stopped leaking into the basement. So the level has leveled off at about 1 meter deep. So it's not getting worse. Can I have an observation roll but for the group? So the person with the highest observation makes the die roll.
Okay, I have 4
I've
dice.
got an observation of 7.
8.
I've got 4.
No,
Oh.
that's not me.
Looks like it's going to be you, Morgan.
Sounds good. 8. And 2 stress. See how the dice are going to do me this session. 1 success.
Okay. You notice, obviously the water in here, you're just getting the reflected glow from the sort of orange light coming through the gap in the end of the basement to the north. But there's enough of that to see that the water itself is rippling. Obviously your movement in it is causing ripples. But you can also see what look like S-shaped ripples on the surface. And there's quite a lot of them. And you've seen this before. You've seen this before when you've seen leggy snakes swimming in pools and ponds.
Leggy snakes. No.
What do we know about leggy snakes? If we've seen them before.
They're aggressive. They have a virulent venom. They prefer to be in water than out, but they can be on both.
What is their...
and being in the
what is
water
their
with them is probably a bad idea.
What's the general... Like, how big are they?
I want to...
They're like imagine a cobra, but with lots of little legs.
Okay.
I want to dash up the stairs that are right in front of us as we've come out. There's stairs there, right? That's up to the ground floor?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, the stairs here go up. Up to the ground floor. Yeah. Okay, yeah.
So
the bottom of the stairs are obviously submerged, but you can get about halfway up them, and then you're out of the water.
I think for once the company stooge is making a good point. Let's get out of this water. We don't
Stop calling me a company stooge.
What kind of attire are we wearing right now, by the way? Are we just like wearing overalls? Or do we have anything
Yeah,
to
so you're wearing your sort of heavy duty overalls that you'd normally wear when you're working. They offer you a little bit of protection, so I think they give you 2 points of armor.
Yeah.
But otherwise, that's all.
Okay.
So we're all just running for the stairs then.
That seems sensible at this point.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. The door at the top of the stairs is shut. Now, as you're running up, one of the snakes is in the water and is sort of coming up to try and attack one of you as you're running up. Now, there's 5 of you. I should roll the dice. Okay. Violet, as you're running up, one of these things sort of leaps out of the water and tries to take a bite at you.
What a shame, Violet.
No. I had something to go and...
Its fangs embed themselves in your in the leg of your protective suit, but they don't actually go through and break the skin. And this thing sort of hangs on for a moment as you're running up the stairs, and then it falls off and scampers back down into the water.
I will not scream. I will be stoic and brave, but also like holy and run to the door, push past everyone else, push everybody else behind me. Ladies first and all that jive.
No. Company men first.
Oh god.
The door's locked though.
Okay, the door. Let's get the right level. That's the upper level. The door brings you out. Up here, you can see where it says to the basement.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But the door at the end there is shut. Now, it relies upon power to open, and the base is shut down. So there
And
is.
there isn't a manual over. There's no manual override that we can use to manually open it.
No, sadly not. The only door in the entire base that's got a manual override is the blast door to the mines.
Right.
But what you can do is take your power
And the
pack
storm
from your torches, and use that to give the door a jolt of power to open it.
Well,
From all of our torches.
Or how many power packs?
So
you can use a power pack and make a power roll when you do so to open a door using your power pack. Basically, you can plug your power pack into the interface on the door, and then use that to give the door a jolt of energy to open it.
Well, since Danny's is so bad, why don't Danny give up the power pack from that torch?
but it's just a power roll, right? It might not run out.
It might
Yeah,
not run
sure.
out. It's a power roll.
sure.
You were there first,
Sure.
obviously. You've had more time
Yeah,
to do this when
this
you
is-
dealt with the
Yeah.
snakes.
So I roll dice equal to my power, and is it 6s or 1s that are bad?
Ones, isn't it?
I don't think it matters as long as we decide. So ones will do. Yeah.
Okay,
How much power do you have, Danny?
I have 2 power,
Okay.
and I still have 2 power.
Okay. So that door opens, and it opens onto the the little concourse here. There are steps that go up and down either side to the upper level. You've got the medical bay here, and then there's a ready room in that three that takes you to the locks
So-
to go out.
So the other doors around us, they're all locked as well.
Yes, all the doors are shut.
Where would be the best place to try and restore power from here? Would it just be the command?
Control room, I guess, would be the place to see kind of what the status is anyway. Although I guess if there's no power, none of the equipment in there will be working on it.
There's always the reactor, though, in the basement, if we can't get out.
With the leggy snakes.
And the dodgy radiation shielding. So, Dave, how long has the reactor been not operational because of this dodgy shielding? Is this kind of a short-term thing that we're just waiting to get fixed, or has it been something we've just gone, it's been months and we just haven't bothered because it's too dangerous to run it?
It's been a few months. It's not terribly dangerous, but you do get a low-level radiation leak because the radiation shielding on it is not quite up to scratch.
Because we need to get the power back on. The other sources of power we have are the kind of the wind farm and the solar power.
Yes.
I wonder if the storms damaged them.
Yeah.
So again, similarly, if you use the power pack in your flashlight or other power pack, you could plug that into a console just to fire it up and do a quick diagnostic.
Okay, that sounds like that's probably worth doing, isn't it? So should we head up to the control deck then, which is the floor above, isn't it?
Sounds good.
Yeah. Let's go.
So how many doors are we going to have to go through that are locked to get there?
Okay, to get to the control deck, you will need to go through one, which is the door here. If you can see it on the upper deck. So
Yeah.
you are basically below the conference room here, on the lower level. You will come up one of these stairs, and then that's the door that you need to open to get onto the control deck.
The power in the torch that we gave or that Morgan's got, is it one power pack that has 3 in it, or is it 3
Yes.
little power packs? Oh, okay.
It's one power pack with 3 in it. Yeah.
Okay.
That's fine. I don't mind plugging them in.
Sure.
We
Although we need to keep at least one torch working, don't we? Because otherwise it's dark, isn't it?
Yeah, true.
Yeah, so you do have some windows, but the light, the natural light isn't very strong because it is late afternoon and it won't be long before nightfall.
I guess Danny's power pack's probably the best bet again at this point. Then
Fine, yeah, I'm fine to use it until I start getting super low.
yeah, of course. Is are the levels low enough that it would probably warrant me just having a flash around with the torch as well? Or can we actually see what we're doing?
Yeah, you can see reasonably well at the moment. It's not it's gloomy, but it's not dark.
Okay.
Well, once we've had a look at the controls, it might be worth, or to be honest, it might be worth splitting up and going to find a storeroom and finding what else, because we may have other torches. Would we have kind of filter masks that we could wear to protect us against the dodgy dust in the atmosphere?
Yes, you will have respirators and air supplies. There are two main places where you can get where you keep all your main supplies. One is in the basement here, where it says stores.
Of course, it is.
Where you have water and some leggy snakes around, and the other one is in the mining storage, which is outside up there. This is the control block where you are at the moment. If you see where my cursor is, and the mining storage is up there.
So that might be the safer bet than going back down into the leggy snake infested water.
I mean, it's only long-term exposure that's going to have real problems. If we just head over to the mining storage and get the supplies we need, we should be fine.
We must have anti-venom or some sort of there's a med lab or a medical room.
Bay.
One on this level.
Diego, yes, Diego, you would know that you have 2 doses of leggy snake anti-venom.
Okay.
Is the dust on this particular level even a worry though? Was it just because it was coming in through the holes in the?
You can still, because the ventilation systems are now not working. You can smell it. Yeah. So the air inside the base is a little bit contaminated. Yeah.
Okay.
So at the very least,
it's not going to be as bad as being outside, but being inside, you can taste it as you're breathing.
Is it worth somebody just going and grabbing even 1 or 2? So whoever makes the run over to the other place at least might get there.
Maybe.
From the basement, you mean?
Yeah.
We could open the door to the medical bay and get anti-venom for if they do get got.
Mm-hmm.
But
I mean, just running that distance outside without the respirators, how damaging would that be?
If you're doing strenuous activity, it's you from past experience, it's not great.
Okay, so maybe we do need to get.
I mean, you haven't got very far to go, so you'd probably be all right. But it's not like it's going to kill you instantly by any means. It's it will build up over a little time. Were you opening the door to the control deck? Did somebody say?
Yes.
I think we were with my power pack, weren't we?
Yes. Give for that one too.
Should I roll the power pack?
Yes, please.
It's not used any power yet.
So do these stores stay open once you open them?
Yes, you'd need to use another power jolt to close them if you wanted to close them.
Oh, okay, so they'll actually stay physically open. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that door opens, and you look out onto the control block. Now, this control block, it's got a little, like 3 or 4 steps up to a slightly higher level than the door, sort of like the control deck area. There are 4 consoles from which you can monitor and control all the facility systems, and then you've got a very big panoramic window which basically runs from one end all the way to the other, which gives you a view all the way down the ravine, all the way down here. Is everyone going in there?
I am.
I will be. I've got good contact.
Yeah. Okay. You step up onto that higher level, and you can't help but see the carnage that's outside. This is 100 times worse than you've ever imagined it could be. Oh. You all take another point of stress for witnessing this.
Oh dear.
It seems a miracle that anything is left standing at all. So on the north side, you can see that the water tanks here have completely collapsed, and they've taken out the north end of the park's house where the bedrooms are. It's completely smashed.
You've got no house.
There's a gaping hole now running from roof to foundations along the side of that end of the park's house. Over here, the greenhouses, they're just skeletons. Everything else that was there, the glass, the produce, everything else is scattered and gone.
Oh no, the chickens!
Yeah, I was literally just thinking that.
The chicken coop is just not there.
Well, they might still be alive. They can fly.
It's completely gone. Chickens can't fly.
Well, they can
not
slowly descend.
Not under their own power, anyway. The harvester kennel, the door is battered and is wide open.
Okay.
And from over here, you can just about kind of see into where his cage is. And from what you can see, it's empty.
No.
Can we see the harvester anywhere about, or not?
You cannot see the harvester anywhere about.
Can't see any kind of holes in the ground to give a clue where it might have burrowed down.
There's quite a lot of disturbed ground all the way around here. Could have gone anywhere, really. But that's not the end of it, folks. Down at the mines, you can see that there's a trickle of water coming into the compound. And you know...
From the mine?
From the mine. You know this is a sure sign that the mines have flooded or are flooding from the underground caverns that connect to them. And it's quite possible that will get a lot worse. The loading door to the warehouse has been smashed and is off its hinges. And this month's Pentlandite quota is now scattered all over the compound. The vehicle base, similarly, the front end is gone. And the tractor somehow has been dragged out and is lying on its side, looking quite badly beaten. At least one tire that you can see has been completely shredded.
There's one hell of a storm.
The comms array over here had a comms tower on it. That tower is that tower is now hanging over the cliff by a jumble of wires and cables, obviously completely dislodged by the winds. You can see from your position on the control deck as well that you can see the top of the mini mill field. Lots of these are bent and broken. Quite a lot of them are missing entirely, but maybe about a third are still standing and look potentially operable.
Right.
And that is why you earned a point of stress.
Yeah.
It seems like a lot of these.
That was quite a bad storm then, wasn't it?
Yeah. So what should
I'm
be like
assuming
our...
we've never had a storm of that severity before.
No.
So
no.
what should be our immediate, like, what's the first
Well,
thing
I think we need to get power back on, don't we? Probably.
Yeah, that sounds fair.
So if we hook into the consoles in the control deck, maybe we can get a diagnostic on the wind farm and the solar farm.
Yep.
To see if we can see where the damage is there. So if you said like 1/3 of the turbines, the wind farm potentially are still up, so we could still get some power from that potentially.
Yep.
I guess we don't know. We can't tell from here the status of the solar panels, I guess.
No, you can't see them from there because they're on top of it. So the cliff is about 40 meters high, and you can't see the solar panels from there.
Who's got the best contact then, to?
I'm going to be rocking 7 on Comtech.
So it will need a contact roll. It will need a power roll for one of your power packs.
Yeah.
I'm also 7 on Comtech.
Okay.
So can he help? Can somebody help?
I have some tools
Yeah.
as well. Gives me +1.
I can.
No, you can't use tools for this one. This is just
Oh yeah, because it's just
interrogating the console. Yeah.
I can double do this one if I fail as well. So I don't really trust corporates. I mean, I'll take a little bit of suggestion from him, but I'd like to do this one myself.
well. I'll help you if I can.
You don't have to take his extra die of help, you know, Morgan.
You know what?
You don't want to.
I
You can
will
slap
take.
his hand and say, "Get away! Go on, leave it alone."
You know what? I will actually. You know what? Sorry,
Press that big red button.
I will leave your one die.
Come on,
To the
Morgan.
side.
Come on, Morgan. Even the company stage, we need to work. We need to work together here. Take his help.
Okay, first things first, though, Morgan. Roll the power, please.
The power here. So mine would be 3.
3 dice. Yeah.
Yeah. We are. Oh, no, it's 1, wasn't it? So I've lost 1 power.
Okay,
And then.
and then the contact roll.
Okay. I'm going to do panic and thingy one separately just because I'm rolling so many. 247. Yeah. I will be pushing that.
Take a fourth point of stress. Then I think is that.
Let the company stooge out.
It's all right. I've got 2 on that half. I've just rolled.
I should be like, Amelia, just give him a minute.
3. I've got 3 successes. I'm fine.
Just let
Right,
him
and
think.
no panic.
No panic.
So you've got Danny there saying, "I'll help you," and Amelia going, "Let him help." But you focus.
No,
and
I'm
get 3
fine. I
successes.
don't need corporate help. We've done this on our own.
Okay. So yeah, that was you've done a great job actually.
Well done, Morgan.
You can see that there's no obvious technical issue with the solar farm. Everything seems to be in working order as far as you can tell from the diagnostics on the console, but obviously there's no power coming through. The mini mill farm has about 1/3 of its mills, as you thought, registering as online. But there's a short circuit in the field node on the northern cliff that needs repairing before they can actually send any power through to the base. And I'll just share the picture again. So the field node is that one there, if you can see.
Not yet. Oh,
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So there's a short circuit in there that needs to be repaired, and then the mini mill will be able to provide some power to the base. And yeah, the reactor, other than being offline, looks exactly as you'd left it.
So there's
before.
no like battery storage anywhere on site.
No.
So the solar farm, from previous storms, are we kind of aware that it kind of gets covered in dust during a storm, and that would stop it working? And if you clear the dust off, it would then work. So do we have a mech?
I was going to make a roll, but seeing you've suggested the very thing that you'd have made a roll to find out. Yes, so the solar farm does tend to get quite badly covered in dust.
Do we have a mechanism for quickly clearing it of dust? Or is it
You
just
have a mechanism
big broom
called a person and a chamois leather, and it's not quick.
Okay.
But Aaron, with those 3 successes, you're also able to diagnose the communication situation. So with the main aerial down, you cannot contact 13 Sisters, which is the nearest colony, which is about 1,000 kilometers away. But with your basic systems, there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to contact Maya and Patrick at the cargo lifter.
I'd certainly like to know how my dad's doing. I don't know about you guys with your Marinos.
I mean, we might have bigger
Marinos.
fish to fry right now.
Well, no. When are they due back? Because if they're due back in the landing pad in the middle of the valley, while the harvester's still having his jollies,
that might not be a
that'll
good
land,
idea.
and the harvester will presumably eat it because they've got to have
Is
some
the,
sort of.
the cargo lifter. That's a flying vehicle, yeah.
Yes,
The thing from Covenant.
Yeah, it's basically like a flatbed flying thing with a pod at the front, which is where the pilot sits, and like a grabber arm for filling up the flatbed with cargo.
So if they're like, oh no, there's been a big storm, let's go home and help, and they come back and land, that's probably not going to be great. So maybe we should get in touch with them right now and.
Definitely. I mean, I know Danny doesn't care
tell
about
them to stay away or tell them to come back.
And watch out for a harvester.
Yeah, be careful. The harvester's loose.
Well, they could land
on the cliff.
Yeah.
But I guess the harvester could.
If we don't
The
get in touch
harvester
with
could
them,
probably get up there just as well, couldn't he?
Yep. Yeah. Goes
I
through
mean,
rock like.
All we know, the harvester could be miles away by now.
That's
But
true.
Let's assume the worst. Because, well, we've got nothing to indicate that there's not been any good news since we've got out of the storm shelter.
That's true.
it's not turning out to be a great day.
Not so far. Sure, it'll get better.
Well,
So from
what's
here,
our priority here?
can we just try and get in touch with Maya and Patrick from here with the power that we've got?
You would need to do
On the
another
console.
power roll. So basically, you've just fired up the console for a very short period of time. So if you use another power roll, you could get a message out. Yeah.
I think it probably is worth doing that because even if they half still could be around, it's going to be better if they at least have some warning that it's there, I guess, isn't it?
Yeah.
I wonder if they could see it when they're flying back anyway.
It depends. I guess it
that
could be
sounds a bit-
underground. It could be
Could be,
underground.
but if it's not,
But yeah, let's try and get in touch with them then.
okay.
I think then the second order of it is just try and get some power back on.
Mhm.
So whether that means going out, trying to clear the solar farm, repair the mills, or getting the reactor online just as a temporary emergency measure.
Yeah.
But then we've got to deal with the leggy snakes from downstairs.
No. Yeah, we probably do anyway because we want to go down and get some respirators before we get outside, won't we?
Yeah.
So we're probably going to have
Definitely-
to. Somebody's going to have
definitely
to face some.
If we're going to
I
go
suppose
into
with-
the farm,
And with how trashed the colony is at the minute, I mean, it might be worth even checking out the vault to make sure the samples are still okay, because that is probably our only way out of this situation financially.
Well,
So
we
you
can
guys-
see the vault, can't we? When we go down to the reactor, we'll better see the state of the vault.
Yeah,
But
that's
there's
what
no
I mean.
suggestion that there's no damage to the building kind of in the basement, is there? Apart from the fact that it's full of water. So I imagine what's in the vault is probably quite safe still.
I hope.
So you guys are still on the control deck having this conversation. Are you trying to make that communication to to Maya and Patrick?
I think we
Yeah,
should.
the
Anyone
power
disagree?
roll. Yeah.
Yep. We are going to do
So,
that.
so if somebody could make a power roll for that.
Okay. We are fine.
Okay, yeah, you can send a message. You get no response.
Okay, the day's getting better and better, then, isn't it?
On that note, so the water that you saw coming from the mines, as you're still in the control block, the water coming through is now coming through probably twice as fast as it was 2 minutes ago.
Right.
And there's quite a lot of water coming in here. You know from your experience that your mine has connected with caverns, natural caverns that can flood in a big storm, and that creates a great big upwelling of water, which, if you don't close the blast doors, may well end up flooding the whole compound.
But at least that one has a manual release, yes?
That one has a manual handle, yeah.
But that
Okay.
manual release, you have to go and be at the blast doors to do it, yes?
Yes. You think, from your experience, that you've got maybe 5 minutes before
Okay.
the wash of water is going to become a real problem?
We better go. We haven't even got time to go and get respirators.
Yeah,
we need to
don't.
go
We need
now
to do it.
to do that. So I'm going to go. Anyone else coming?
I'll come with this.
I'll coordinate from up here.
Thanks, Danny.
I will.
How do we
stick
get
with
out? Are
Danny.
we
I don't trust. I don't think we should trust him. It's just.
It's not my
well,
job to
keep
fix
an eye
all
on
the
Both
stuff
stay here because you're both the people with the power. You've both got the torches with the power.
You might need
and-
power at the other end. You might
Yeah.
need power to get in.
Well,
So
we don't
Oh,
need power
yes,
to get
some-
out of this building, won't we?
You will need power to get out, yes, because the doors will need to be open.
So someone with power is at least going to have to come down and open the door for us.
Okay, I shall come down and open the door.
Okay, so if you're up here, you can come through that door which is already open,
Mhm.
and then down onto this level. So in order to get out, you will need to open the door to the ready room. I can zoom this in slightly.
We're not seeing the map at the minute, Dave.
Yeah, not yet.
Okay, you should.
There we
There
go.
we go.
Now we are.
Yeah.
All right, cool, good. Okay, so this is the ground floor. You'll come down one of these sets of stairs from the upper level. You'll need to open that door to the ready room, and either those two doors to the south. It's like an airlock, but it's
Yeah.
you don't need to treat it as an airlock, but it just keeps all the crap out. Or the two to the north.
So we need to get through 3 doors basically to get out from where we are.
Yeah.
Okay. So we don't run out of power before we can get them open.
Yeah, that'd be unfortunate.
Would be.
Scenario
who's-
done.
So who's doing what?
I'll go with them to open doors.
And yeah, no, I'm going to go too with Amelia and Morgan.
Danny?
I'm just going to stay here until needed. Not
So
my
we're
job to fix all the stuff.
Well, you could go
I'm
down.
just here to
Pulling
make sure that they don't kill each other.
Well, where's the medical bay? You could go and get the anti-venom for the leggy snakes.
That's a good idea. Yes, I'll go get the anti-venom.
Do you know where it is though, Danny?
Then you've got it. You could
I'm
then
sure
go
it's
down to the
labelled.
basement. You could go down to the basement and get some respirators from the
I
stores. in the
could.
basement. Yeah, you could.
I'm not
You could.
gonna.
This Danny does not pull his weight at all.
He's not necessarily.
We're in a
If
high
You're the
stress.
workers.
of being a
I'm
team
the guy
player.
coordinating.
You are supposed to stop us from ripping each other apart. We're in a high stress situation, and you just want to throw us into it.
Yeah,
What are you even doing
What better
here?
team building exercise is there than a fight for survival?
Team building
Well,
exercise.
If all the team pull together to help with that fight for survival, then that might be a team building exercise. Mightn't it?
Yeah.
Stone. Okay, I'll leave it with you. Come on, let's go. Get those blast doors shut.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Okay then. So, Violet, what are you doing whilst these guys are doing that?
I feel like somebody should probably watch The Company Man.
I think that's a smart idea.
I think, and maybe whilst we're doing that, I'll take the opportunity to get the rebreathers or the masks or the apparatus that's downstairs. If Danny promises to get the anti-venom, and if I'm attacked, to save me.
Oh, I don't want to leave you. I can't trust Danny to protect you from leggy snakes. Can I give Amelia my torch so she just has the power?
What? And then you stay with Danny?
Yeah, stay with Violet and Danny, and make sure somebody's actually looking out for my wife.
And then the Merinos can go and save the day?
As long as we're working together, Diego.
Okay.
Come on, let's go now.
All right. Yep.
It is the
fine.
torch, Amelia. 2 power.
Okay. Right. Let's do those going outside first. Then. So, Amelia.
Yeah, who's coming with me? Anyone? Am I going on my
I
own?
think it's. So I know I am.
Okay.
Violet, are you staying with Morgan and Danny, or are you coming with us?
I think I'm staying with Morgan and Danny.
Okay.
Okay. Well, you lot between you while we're gone. Get the anti-venom. Get the respirators.
Yeah, just get everything ready.
Okay. So we've got 3 doors to get outside. Yeah.
Yep. So this one first, Tony.
The first one. No, that's fine.
Okay.
Power?
Then the inner airlock door.
No, I've lost a power there.
How many do you have left?
1.
Okay. And then so this will open even if you do
Yep.
lose the power. But
But I don't lose the power, so I have 1 power left on the torch, and we're outside.
okay. Whilst you're doing that, the Parks and Danny, are you going down into the basement?
Well, we're getting the
We're going to go to the med bay first
anti-venom
and get.
first for
Right.
medical.
Okay.
So,
So
I've
you need
got
to
power.
do a power roll for the med bay.
Fine. I've rolled a 2 and a 4 all 3 times on my power checks.
That's fine. That's good. Do you
Suspicious dice, that is.
Don't anger the dice gods this early in the event.
Okay. Yeah. So you could get in there. It'll take you a few minutes to search through and actually find the anti-venom, because obviously Diego knows probably roughly where it is. But okay. So yeah, we come to the outside. So Diego and Amelia, you have found yourself here at the south end of the control block, if you can see the map.
Not yet.
No, okay.
There you go.
It's loading
There
now.
you go.
The map chooses the moment when I've got a mouthful of beer to appear, doesn't it? So, yeah, if you're heading for the mines,
Yep.
you're looking at about maybe a 60 or 70 meter dash to the entrance to the mine, then another 50 meters down to the blast doors themselves, which are very big. They take quite a long time to close. Well, quite a long time, but they're very big doors, so it takes a little bit of time to wind them up.
Question before we go there. I know you said the Park's house was damaged. How is ours? How is our living quarters?
From what you can see from here, it looks okay.
Okay. Is there potentially something in our living quarters that could aid us?
What kind of thing are you thinking of?
No,
So
just thinking.
You don't have any weapons per se. If you were thinking of any, you obviously got kitchen,
just
utensils.
Basic.
There is a little gym in there, so there'll be gym equipment if you wanted to take a, like a metal
Kettlebell.
bar or something. Yeah,
If you want to go for another run,
take a yoga mat with you or something.
Would you think, Amelia, anything worth?
I think we haven't got time. We've got less than 5 minutes before.
Yeah.
I think we should just head and get this blast door shut.
Yeah, good shout.
I mean, hopefully we're not going to have to. I mean, there's not in the mines.
scorpion things, aren't there?
Yeah, but they only ever come to the surface if the mine floods. Shit. Okay. We probably are going to need at least something to use as to defend ourselves potentially, then, aren't we? Bugger. Forgot about the scorpions coming to the surface when the mine floods. But to get into our house then, so there's a door there on the ground level, but we're going to have to go through 2 doors by the look of it to get into our
So
quarters.
let's go to ground floor. So yeah, the 2 entry doors would be powered, but the others are going to be standard internal doors. So you better open them. They're just like normal house doors.
Okay, and what are we looking for? We're looking for something, just something kind of vaguely heavy, like a wrench or something that we could use. Are we likely to have anything like that in our stores, in our quarters?
So
Just
some of
something that
you,
we can get a scorpion with. So presumably we haven't got guns or anything in our own quarters, have we?
no.
Would you? I think I've got a. Do you have anything on you, Amelia? I think I have a. Yeah, I've got a revolver. So at least
I've got a toolkit and a radio.
Yeah, I got a radio too, but I've also got an old revolver with 1 reload. So it's not like I don't have anything. We have something at least.
Okay, that'll probably be enough to scare off a few scorpions, scorpionoids, whatever they're called. Okay, let's just go for the. Let's just go for the mine. Yeah.
Let's just do it.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go. Okay.
Do we all have radios, by the way? Because
Yes.
I've got. Yeah, so we can all communicate with each other while they're outside and we're inside.
Yep. Yep, you can. Okay, so are you guys making a run for it, or are you?
Yeah, I think we're going
walking,
to run.
Go
For
I mean,
it.
I think we're trying our best to. I mean, quickly but quietly, because we're aware that the flood is going to bring up the scorpionoids. So I think
is the harvester? Is it like a sandworm out of June? Does it go for if it hears footsteps on the surface? Is it going to go?
Tremor sense.
tremors. Yeah.
What is this dune of which you speak?
It's an old book I read. It's really good.
Yes, is the answer.
Oh dear. So I guess we want to try and go quietly then, because if the harvester stood around, we don't want to attract that.
So maybe just slow and stealthy.
Yeah, sneakily as we can then.
But
What's
we've only got
worse, a harvester or the scorpions?
Probably a
Okay,
harvester.
So
Yeah, I'd say harvester.
I need a mobility roll from you, but it could be a group roll. So the one of you with the worst mobility makes the roll.
I have 4 dice of mobility.
Let me see.
Is that worst?
I've got 4 as well.
So is that 4 as a base, not counting stress?
Yes, as a base. Yep.
Okay, so I have 4 dice. You have 4 as well. So
Yeah.
how much stress have you got?
I have 2 stress.
I have 3 stress. means I have more dice to roll, but I also have more likely to panic.
So I think as you're going together, you can offer a die of help to each other.
Okay, do you want to roll then and take a die of help from me?
Yeah, I'll do that. So I can roll. What's that? I can roll 5. Is that?
Yeah, so you roll 5
Yep.
plus your stress dice.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, cool. One success and no failure. No failures. So awesome. Yeah. So good. We're good.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay. So you are you're making it. Yeah, you feel like you're being reasonably stealthy, but you can definitely feel the ground under your feet shaking slightly.
Oh, that's not a good sign.
And over towards the landing pad, you can see the ground beginning to rumble. You doing anything?
Well,
Right. I'm definitely
I
getting
guess-
my revolver out.
I'm not sure that's going
Yeah.
to help against the harvester too much.
Yeah.
We should kind of try and get right up against the cliff, as close to the cliff as we can as we go round. So rather than across the open ground, don't know if that will help at all. But
Okay. As you sort of get over to here, the ground
we haven't got the
bursts.
map up.
Oh, I can't see it.
Okay.
Could we even? I mean, is there any climbing opportunity? Could we even kind of make our way across the cliff? Kind of.
No, the cliffs are
It's too
pretty
high.
sheer. You
Yeah.
need yeah, you would need climbing equipment to climb the cliffs. So have you seen the map yet, guys, at all?
Yeah, we got the map
Oh,
now.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
See it
cool. Yeah, I'd had it up for about 20 seconds before. Okay,
Uh-huh.
so as you get over to the cliff sort of over here, the ground by the landing pad bursts up and the harvester launches out and lands on the ground, and he is definitely looking at you guys. Can we have initiatives, please?
Oh dear.
Yeah.
I'm assuming those of us on the inside don't have to worry.
I guess you can hear what's going on. So if you wanted to do something, then let me know. But you will join the initiative if and when you come into the vicinity of the actual
Has the harvester
conflict.
still got its harness on?
I do.
It does have a harness on, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
I got. I rolled 8 for initiative.
8, okay.
5.
Okay, Amelia, you go first.
I'm going to get on the radio to Violet. So Violet, the harvester's out. So you're the harvester controller, aren't you?
Yes.
It's still got its harness on. Can you give it a
That's
jolt?
good.
Get it? Can you control it to keep it away from us, please?
And not from here.
You also don't have a zapper on you, do you?
No.
No, it's got its
No.
harness on. It's got its harness on.
No,
Yeah,
but you
but
still
you
need
need
a
the zapper
zapper.
to trigger the
Little
harness.
clicker.
You still
Well,
need
you don't
the,
carry it around with you all the time. What sort of health and safety is this with the harvester?
It was put away in the. It was in the kennels. What do I need to put the zapper in the? And I'll just continue to shout this
Ramble.
stuff
Where
yeah.
is the zapper, Violet?
It's in the. Is it in the kennel? Or
in the
store?
kennel.
Probably the
In the
storeroom right
kennels?
next to it.
So the zappers. So there are two things here. There's a remote device that explodes the charges on the harness, which will subdue the thing for a little while, but not very long. If you want to actually control it, you need one of the giant cattle prods, which are called zappers, which are
And that's
contained
in
in
the store.
They're in the storeroom.
Sis, I think one of us needs to do a distraction job here.
You do need a talent to be able to use the zapper, which only Danny and Violet have.
Oh.
I guess we're not getting over there to get them anyway, are we? We're more
So I
likely
guess
to get to the mine.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's Tony. That was your action. The harvester goes on 7s and is lumbering across the ground in your direction. It will be able to attack you next round. Diego, your action. This thing is 6-7 meters long. It looks like a giant sort of slug cross worm cross tardigrade thing with a giant circular sort of like row upon row of teeth in a giant maw at the front, which it uses to grind through rock. So it's not going to have much trouble grinding through people if it gets the chance.
And when Amelia radioed Violet, so is Violet heading up to, or are we kind of on our own at the moment?
I think I got pretty much got the impression we were on our own.
Yeah.
Well,
Because even if she went for it, she'd have to get to the harvester kennel, get the things.
Yeah, and get the zapper.
So it's where
there is a kind of moment, but in that where I will look at Danny and there will be a like, are you going or am I going? Who's kind of thing?
Sure,
Danny?
the control that sets off the charges in the harness. Presumably that's not kept in the kennel. You keep that around closer, wouldn't you? Surely.
It's
Well,
kept in a storeroom usually.
You have to put it in the unit so it charges. If it's not charging properly, then it doesn't make the connection.
I haven't got time for a long conversation. Diego, this thing is charging down towards you and Amelia.
Okay, one quick one, GM. How far away is the access door within the mines?
From your current position, it's about 100 meters.
I want to kind of I want to yank on Amelia and just like have us leg it
and run for it. Okay.
Yeah.
Make a mobility roll, and extra successes can move Amelia as well.
Okay. Mobility roll 4. Can I get an assist from Amelia or not?
No, not in this occasion, because you are trying to drag. She's not helping you here.
Gotcha. Okay, so I can roll 4, and I've got 2 stress. Yeah. Okay. No successes and no failures on the panic rolls. On the stress dice, sorry. I think I'm gonna push it and add.
I think so. I would.
Can I push that?
Yeah.
You can. As long as you haven't panicked, you can push. Yeah.
Yeah. Just got to clear these out. I'm using the Google dice. I've actually got to buy some physical ones. Okay, phew. 1 success, and then 0 failures.
Okay, so you grab Amelia and start dragging her with you, but you don't get very far because you've only got the 1 success, but you are on the move.
Okay.
What are the rest of you doing? Morgan, Danny, Violet?
So I'm going to look at Danny in the kind of like we are the people who can control this thing. One of us at least has to go. And because surely there's got to be some sort of failsafe. If they die, our money is down the pan, at least. That kind of me. So I'll put my hand out for the torch. Then give me your torch. How am I going to get in the place if I don't have a torch? Morgan gave his torch to them.
Fine. Yeah, you can have it. It's got.
Okay, I'll take the torch. And do we the door to the basement where these guys are going? Does that need to be opened, or is that already open still?
No, the door to the basement is all open now.
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
We opened on the way out, didn't we?
Yeah.
And we got all the anti-venom.
Yes, you probably found it by now. Yeah, I think that's fair. Yeah.
Is it the same anti-venom for any scorpion problems?
Well, it specifically says. Well, it doesn't say leggy snakes. It says obviously the Latin scientific name.
Speaking legiatus.
Okay.
Snake is legiatus. As that works.
All right, so I won't need any of that in case they get. I'm just trying to stock up before I run across and be brave and die terribly to the harvester.
You're not going to die.
Question on harvester: does it rely purely on listening to sound and vibrations and stuff like that, or can it see? You probably would know a little bit about it. It has very poor eyesight. It uses ultrasound, but it also has this sort of tremor sense as well. Right. I don't know why we can't just throw one of the radios across or something. Just make
Okay.
it.
I'm going to take the torch off Danny and then start running up and out.
Yeah. Are you going through the doors that are open? Obviously.
Yes, yeah. I'm going to try and use as little power as possible.
So yeah. So if you can see the map.
What?
So you on the screen. It should be shared.
Yes.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it now.
Yep. You're in medical. You can come through into the ready room. Those doors are open. Those doors are open. You then come out onto the overview here, and then the store is there. And the harvester is currently along here, heading in that direction.
Are there power packs in the short range radios?
Not that you can remove and use in that way. No.
So even with like some tools, I couldn't like find and expose the wires and do some like jump start something maybe if I wanted.
No, it's a different kind of.
I tried.
It's an incompatible manufacturer. It's got the wrong size. It's got the wrong size connection.
Wait, we've got non-Wayland Yutani gear here.
No, it's probably proprietary Wayland subsidiaries.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
All right. So if I have I don't. Do I need to draw initiative to keep going or?
Yeah, I think you probably should now, Millie. Yeah.
Right. What have I've got? Look, there we go, an 8.
I think you have to draw another one because Diego is on 8.
Oh no, that's not as good. 4.
That's better.
That's better.
Oh.
So lower is good. So Violet.
Oh, lower is good. I get confused.
Yep. So Violet, you've reached this door here, and it's your action. So I'm assuming you're making a dash across.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, as well as I can across towards the storage thing, being a less of a heavy foot. I don't know. I'm going to try not to make the thing aware that I'm going that way.
Okay, make a mobility roll to try and run quickly but light-footedly, I guess.
Yes. Mobility is 5, and I am too stressed.
Is that TOO?
Yeah. Oh, great. I panic.
Okay. Make a roll and add your stress to it.
It's just a 5, but I can't push that roll, unfortunately, because I panicked.
Okay. Did you fail then?
I did.
Right. Okay. You try to be stealthy, but you end up just going, oh hell, and sprinting as hard as you can across towards the store. Using both your slow and your fast action, you can get to the storeroom door.
Yeah.
In this round. Emilia, it's your action. The harvester is bearing down upon you and your brother, and it is in range to attack this round. Now remember, you can do things like swap initiatives between players if just remember that as an option if you wanted to. If you wanted to give Diego a go before you.
Well, Diego's got a gun. I guess we haven't really got time for discussion. But we either run for it but it's going to catch us. Or
can we swap initiative with Violet? So, I mean, how quickly can we get...
Well, Violet's already been... So
Violet's already had a go this round, but you could try and do that next round, potentially.
So it might be worth just... I mean, I think we've got nothing else, really. So we swap initiative and you get your gun out and shoot it.
Do you think it's going to do anything?
Well, no, but I'm not sure there is anything else. The only other alternative is we could chuck something like I've got my toolkit in the hope that it would distract it. Though I doubt.
I was thinking, just distract it with a sound. I mean, could we put just the radio on some frequency so the static and throw it and see if it follows the sound of the radio?
You can try that for sure.
What if? Oh, it doesn't matter.
No. What are you thinking, Aaron?
Well, I was just going to say, if you get a chance to warn, perhaps one of us can just start chatting rubbish on the radio so there's a constant source of vibrations anyway.
I mean, do you think that'd be better instead of just like a frequency, like with some static and like some... Well,
we haven't got time to discuss.
We haven't got time to have the discussion. I think,
5, 4...
I'm getting my radio, I'm turning it to like some static frequency and I'm just chucking it as far as I can away from us.
Which direction are you going to do it in? Like towards the ore processing, or
Yeah, so right across that gap towards the ore
Okay.
process, as far as I
Okay.
can chuck it, while
Right,
still
okay.
running.
Well, you can't do all of that. So your fast action will be to set the channel. Your slow action will be to chuck it.
Okay, I'm doing that.
So contact roll to set the channel. See how much noise are you going to make?
Oh,
I'm not going to allow help in this situation.
I was about to ask.
Sorry.
I get 2 successes and no panic, so I'll stick with that.
Okay. Then a ranged combat roll to see how far you fling it.
Don't fumble it.
That was not a happy face.
Well, I get no successes, but no panic, so I will push.
Okay.
Although I'm getting quite stressed now.
How much
Look
stress you
for
got?
4 or 5.
Oh, I get 1 success, but I get 2 panics.
Okay.
And I'm on 4 stress.
Roll them both and take the worst one.
The highest one.
The highest one is 9.
Okay, you drop an item. Whether by stress, confusion, or the realization that you're about to die, you drop a weapon or other important item. So you still succeed in throwing. So what else do you have on you, Tane?
Toolkit.
What else?
That's it. Radiant toolkit is all I've got.
Okay, so in doing that, you've dropped the toolkit. It's busted open, and all your tools are spilled out into the increasingly sodden ground as there's more and more water coming in here. But you did succeed. However, your stress level goes up by 1.
What are you on? 4, 5?
5 now.
So you've thrown it, and it lands over here somewhere. It's a it's a decent throw actually. Now you gain 2 successes on setting the contact roll.
Yeah.
Let's see how well. Okay. So it got 2 successes in its observation. So it's seen it, and it's distracted by it, but it's not going to go for it. But I am going to rule that as a result of that, you get -2 on the signature attack roll.
To a minimum
Right,
of 1, I assume.
To a minimum
Can
of
it
1.
get a
Yeah.
0?
Nope. So 1, 2, 3. It's going to be going for Diego. It's going for Diego. So Diego, did you want to roll your own signature attack, or shall I roll it for you?
You're
You're muted.
You're muted as well at the moment, Jonesy.
Thanks. You do it for me, Dave.
Okay. Okay. 9. No.
Wait, there's only 6 sides.
I know. So it's confused, and it decides to charge. It rushes towards you, making a manic charge. Both of you are in the way of this. You must make a mobility roll. Doesn't count as an action to get out of its way. Otherwise, you're in some trouble. That's both Amelia and Diego.
Including my stress dice in this roll, yeah?
Absolutely, yeah.
Mobility.
Okay. This is not good. I get 1 success, but I get 3 panics on my 5 panic dice.
No.
I
Okay.
get 0 successes, and then 0 on my panic. Am I going to push? I'm going to push.
I would push in this. This is probably a good situation to push in.
Yeah, being charged by a harvester isn't something that you want to have just happen to you.
Yeah.
I don't know. You seem content to leave them to it.
That's a good point. 0
Because I'm not getting
successes.
charged by a harvester. So
So is that a fail then, Diego?
Is it for the panic? Is that for the stress dice? Is it 1s?
1's
Yes.
panics on the stress dice.
Yeah, I've got 2. So 2 1s.
So roll d6
Two.
twice and add your.
Yeah.
So roll for panic twice and take the worst one. Tony, roll 3 times and tell me the worst one.
Worst one will be the highest, right?
Yes,
Yep.
that's
Yeah.
correct.
4. So I think that should be okay, right?
Okay, but you failed the die roll though.
Yeah.
Diego. Okay. Tony.
Yeah. So my panic is 11. That's fine, isn't it?
Okay. Seek cover. So if you survive this, then you're going to. You need to move away from danger and find a safe spot if possible. Your stress level decreases by 1.
Yay.
But the stress level of all friendly PCs increases by 1, and that's Diego.
Sorry, Diego. You get another stress.
You've both been charged by this thing, which is like a bull, but about 10 times bigger and heavier. You both take a 10 dice attack.
Shit.
So I'll do Amelia first.
So because I got 11 panic, I fail on the
Yes.
roll, don't I?
Yep. You take 2 points of damage, Tone.
Oh, could be worse.
Can
the damage basically get that?
Armor
My
can take
armor?
that.
Yeah, okay. It doesn't. 2 1s.
Okay, and you are thrown to the ground by the force of the
So 2 damage, yeah?
charge. Yep, 2 damage.
So
and
I'm
you're
still up.
prone.
I'm still up.
Well,
And-
you're down. But
Well, yeah, I'm
And
not
the-
broken.
but
And Diego, you take 2 points of damage as well. Again,
Okay.
you have 2 points of armor, I think, for your protective suit.
Yes. Okay. No.
So roll. Nope. So you take 2 points of damage, and you also are knocked prone. But it's your action.
Get up
Yeah,
and
just
run.
taking half
Run,
off.
there you go, run.
I think that's. Yeah, I think. Do you think running is the only thing?
I think you haven't got time to think about it. You've got a Sodden Great Harvester sitting on top of us. Get up and
Yeah,
run.
and just hope that Violet is going to be able to help us and get to the zapper. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
You can't I think, help me in this circumstance, I don't think. Run!
Can I grab Amelia again in this one?
No, just run. Just
No.
run.
I'm just going to run.
You could use your second action to get her to her feet, but you would then still be there. So basically, the harvester has gone past you. It's basically
Yeah.
flattened you both, and it's slammed into the cliff side behind you.
Yeah.
Which way are you running, Diego?
Can
you see the map yet?
No.
No.
I think maybe probably just in the general vicinity of the ore.
I got it.
The ore processing. Yeah, I'm just gonna make a run for it to the direction of the ore processing.
Yep.
Center.
Okay. Yeah, you can reach the end of the ore processing factory with your second action.
Okay.
Okay, Morgan, Danny, what are you guys doing whilst all this is going on?
Can I search? Are there like any speaker systems on the sides of buildings and whatnot here? I know we don't currently have power, but
there would be a PA system that you could use from the control deck. Yep.
can I therefore search control deck for anything I could potentially use to get a surge of power into the system?
Is your plan here to cause a noise distraction for the harvester?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
actually helping.
Well done.
I'm trying to help.
Huge.
I might not find power.
Would there be power? Would we have to go and put the reactor on for this?
You know, someone's left a torch in there for months and we've forgotten about it behind a panel or whatnot. Literally just stripping the room, see if there's something I can use.
Okay, make an observation roll then. I'll let you have a very quick search. It's going to be at -2 because you're doing it so quickly.
Okay, and I've got 3 stress. There's a success and a panic. So I'll roll panic first. The panic is a 6, so I'm fine on a 6.
Yeah, you're holding it together with that. Yeah.
So yeah, 1 success.
Okay. Roll 2d6 and add them together. Tell me what you get.
6.
You're rattling about trying to find something. You open a little cupboard, and there's a leggy snake inside.
Wait, who took the anti-venoms?
I think we've still got them. I think
Did
we've still
Violet's
got them.
got
I
it.
take
Or
I thought, didn't Violet take them?
Yeah, because the scorpions and stuff.
I thought they didn't work on the scorpions. I thought you left them because they didn't work on them.
Oh, did I not? Oh,
No, they're just for leggius snakus.
oh, you must still have them then.
Okay, Morgan, what are you doing?
Has Danny communicated his intent to me?
I have not.
Okay, so where were we? Were we on the basement level? Or were
Yeah,
we
you
in
were
the
heading.
control-
You were heading that way, but Danny's gone. Danny went back up to the control deck.
And he hasn't told me what he's doing. Because if he had, I'd be helping him. Do I hear the racket?
From outside, absolutely, yeah.
Okay, well I'll head back into the room then to check out what the noise is with Danny.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Cool. Violet, next round. Your first action.
I want to open the door to the storage where I can get stuff for the harvester.
Yep. So make a power roll for the door.
Yeah, that's a 4. So that torch still works.
The door opens. Obviously, this is the storeroom that you're very familiar with. You know where everything is.
Mm-hmm.
If only I did. So yeah, in here there are 5 zappers,
Mm-hmm.
which are, like, as I said, they're huge cattle prods, but that you're using to control the harvester. There are 2 power packs with 2 power each, and you've also got the remote switch
Okay.
that detonates the electric charge on the harness.
Sure.
So your second action can be grabbing either the remote switch or a zapper.
I will pick up a zapper.
Okay, and it's got 2 power.
All right.
Okay, Amelia, you are going to have to find and seek cover.
So I guess the closest cover is going to be down the mines, isn't it? How far away are we from the entrance to the mine? The mine there.
You're probably 30 yards.
I guess
As I
that's
said,
the way.
For
That's the
people
way I'm heading.
watching. Yeah, for people watching, the dimensions should be 5x5 rather than 3x3. Just so people are aware. If they think, oh, that's not very big. Okay. Yeah. So you just sprint, kind of screaming as you go, almost a little bit.
is the harvester visible right now? Or is it still like burrowed into the cliff wall?
It's smashed into the cliff wall, but it's not done. So it's turning, and it's going to 1, 2 is going to go for Amelia. 3, 4 it's going to go for Diego. 5 or 6 it's going to go for the radio. Okay. Diego, you ran in the direction of your processor, which was kind of the direction that the radio was thrown. So you've run past the radio. The harvester has turned and has come in your direction, but it rears up and it stomps into the ground right where the radio is. And it's your action, Diego.
So I guess that worked for a second. Just thinking about doing a lap around the landing pad. Oh, remind me what is still standing over here. I know the vehicle. Is the warehouse still there?
The warehouse is there, but the front of it is all torn off, and a lot of the crates have been strewn around. Similarly, for the vehicle bay, the front's been torn off. The tractor is lying on its side, halfway between the vehicle bay doors and the landing pad.
So nothing's
so
of
the
use
chicken
there.
the chicken run is gone.
Okay. And Amelia, you are making your way down to the mines.
Well, I'm running in like panicked, screaming fashion towards the
Direction.
mines.
Okay. And right now the harvest. Sorry for all the questions. Right now the harvester.
It's currently, if you can see the map, it's currently about here. And it's...
Dave, what was that last bit?
You just cut out there for a bit, Dave.
Yeah.
Okay. The harvester, if you can hear me,
Yeah.
is about here. Where if you can see my cursor, and it's smashing the ground where the radio was.
Okay. I'm just gonna keep running along the parameter here, so like past the wet as far as I can go, past the warehouse, past the vehicle bay. I'm gonna try and do like a circle to loop around to where Violet is.
Okay, so you can get to kind of the corner here with both actions. Yep. Okay. Back inside, Danny and Morgan.
Well, there's a leggy snake here.
Yeah, it hasn't attacked
Or
you.
did
It's hissing at you, but it's not being aggressive.
Can I just close the drawer? Or where was it exactly?
I think you can just close the door. Yeah.
Is there a sticky note nearby?
What, you want to block
the door saying, "Do not open this door."
Yeah, leggy snake storage.
I'd be surprised that you're doing something so useful.
Well, I couldn't
Probably,
find
yes.
anything useful, so I'm gonna make sure no one opens this drawer.
Okay, yeah, you can do that. Morgan?
And still don't know what you're doing, do I?
Yeah, I haven't actually communicated my plans.
Well,
still.
you went back up there, didn't you, Morgan? So you can see.
Yeah,
he's
because of the
searching for
noise.
something.
Yeah.
You can see that he's searching for something.
Okay. Well, I just asked Danny what he's up to. What are you doing? We've
I want
got.
to find something for power. We can put the what's it's on.
Okay.
The
what's
sounds.
The speakers, the exterior
That's the
speakers.
word.
Yeah. In that case, being as I don't want my missus to get smushed up, I will try and help.
Just don't look in that drawer.
That's fair. So yeah, make a roll, observation roll, Morgan, at minus 2 dice.
Okay, so that's going to be 6 in total plus my 4 stress. Okay, do base dice first. With 1 success on the base dice. And 1 success on the panic dice. So 2 stress dice. Sorry, 2.
Okay. So roll 2d6 and add them together and do that twice to see what you found.
3 on the first pair. And 3 on the second pair.
Okay, you've found a big supply of bottled drinks.
Oh, wonderful.
Yep. But no power.
Okay.
Okay, Violet, it's your action.
The control harness, does that allow us to give like a? I appreciate it's a giant beast, but does it give the ability to kind of go left, go right, or is it just like a kill switch?
So the remote thing for the harness is, well, it's not a kill switch because it won't kill it. It'll subdue it. It'll subdue it for a short period of time. The way you make it go in the direction you want is you use the zapper. So you make a roll. You make a roll with the zapper. If you're successful, you can direct it in any direction you want, or make it stand still.
Okay. Cool. I will. I guess it would be my quick action to take the control,
Yes.
the thingy. Wording is hard.
The remote switch. Yep.
The remote switch. So I'll take that. Is that something I can pocket, or is it like a big?
No, it's quite small. Yeah.
All right. So I'll pocket that, and I will. I'll head out to see where the thing is, where the harvester is, and what's going on.
Yep. Okay. So you can see Diego basically running around. If you can see the map, running around here, heading in your direction. The harvester is over by the ore processing at the moment, and you can't see Emilia. or I guess you can just see Amelia running down the mine shaft.
Okay. I will, for good or for ill, make my way towards the
harvester.
Towards the harvester.
Yeah. Okay. With you know, obviously full well that to use the zapper, you need to use your fast action to charge it and your slow action to use it. Both of those actions requires a power roll.
Okay.
Amelia. Tony. You're now splashing through quite a lot of water as you're reaching the blast doors.
Have I recovered a bit from my panic? So can I kind of make a decision about what I can do now?
Yes, that's only for one round.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm going to just carry on down here to try to get to the blast doors and shut them.
Yeah, so you've got most of the way there in the last round because you were sprinting towards them. So you can reach them in one action, and then you've got a second action. But as you get there, you can see that there is quite a lot of water welling up further down. Down inside the mine, as I said, this tunnel goes about a total of 100 meters, then opens up into a much bigger cavern where you've then done sort of strip mining down. It has its own power generator, so you can see a little bit of light coming from down there. You can hear the water. It sounds a long way off, but you can hear it. Almost sounds like a express train heading in your direction.
Okay.
There's definitely a big surge of water coming, and there's already water up to about 2 foot running past you at the moment.
Okay, I'm going to try and close the doors as quick as I can.
Okay, yeah. So your second action, you could get to the crank and start cranking the door shut, which will be a stamina roll.
Will it? Oh, good. Nothing could possibly go wrong here then.
Now you know that this is such a big door. It's going to take a few rounds to close it, probably.
Yeah.
In effect, that means you need to get a total of 5 successes for it to be fully closed.
5.
But that could be cumulative over a number of rounds.
Okay, here we go then. Okay, that's not bad. I get 2 successes and no panics on that, and I think I'll probably leave it at that for this round rather than push it.
Okay.
Or will I? Actually, no. I've only got 2 panics. So if I push, I don't have to re-roll 6s that I get on the stress dice, do I?
No, of course not. No.
Okay, I think we'll go for push then. Why not?
Okay.
Probably a bit of a risk, but okay, that paid off. So I've got 3 successes and no panics.
Okay. Yeah, and when you're manically ratcheting this thing and the doors are closing quicker.
Oh, hang on, I need to roll one more. Take one more stress dice and roll that, don't I? But that's not a panic. Of course. That's fine. So no, 3 successes, no panics.
Okay, yeah, you've got the doors more than halfway shut in a space of about 5 seconds, which is never been done before. The water is bubbling and surging in your direction. There's debris in it, you can see. But yeah, no, you've done very well. So the harvester goes next. The harvester's finished with what was on the floor and is tracking after Diego. And so he moves across here towards the landing pad. And that's his action. He gets onto the landing pad in his round. Diego, you're on the other side of the landing pad here. And the harvester is just kind of chasing you down, cutting you off, trying to cut you off on the corner.
So how close would you say that is? 10, 15 meters away?
15 to 20, yeah.
I think at this point...
And Violet is just at the north end of the landing pad.
I think I want to aim the revolver and try and shoot it, and hopefully that will just buy me enough time for Violet to then work her magic.
Shoot my harvester.
Okay, yeah, you can fire. Yep.
Violet, it's me or the harvester.
Does it have a name, Violet?
Harvey the harvester. Yes.
Spent a lot of time thinking that one out, didn't you?
So I'm gonna
It's actually got an
take-
official harvester number, unique number code. But whatever.
So Diego, yeah, if you're going to aim, that's your fast action, which will give you +2 dice.
Yep, and then I'm gonna
And then shoot.
fire. So
Ranged combat.
I've got a range combat of 5, so 7, and then stress of 5. Okay.
Goodness.
5 stress. Okay, yeah, make the roll.
Okay, 1 success.
Okay, any panics?
2 panics.
Oh,
Yeah. So let's. The highest is a 5.
5, okay. How much stress do you have?
5.
So you add the dice roll. So you can't get as low as 5.
so it'd be 10 in total if your lowest is a 5 result.
Oh, is that how it works? Oh, sorry. So I had a 5
Yeah.
and a 2. I rolled 2. I got 2. So I had 5 stress dice. I got 2 of those were 1s, and then I rolled 2 dice. 1 was a 5, 1 was a 2.
Yep, so that makes 10. So you add the number of stress dice you've got to your d6 die roll.
Oh, okay, I gotcha. Okay, cool.
Yeah. You freeze. You point the gun at it, but you don't pull the trigger. This thing is just bearing down on you, and you don't pull the trigger because you realise that this gun is going to do nothing to it.
Don't you use all your ammo though?
No, he freezes. So I think a freeze is he hasn't fired at all.
It's different to
Okay.
So normally a panic would have you fire off all your shots, but in this case, the action doesn't happen because he froze.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. So this thing is bearing down on you, and you just kind of think, "There's no point wasting the ammo."
Save me, Violet.
Next round, Violet. It's your action.
So it takes a quick and a slow to charge and use the thing.
Yep.
Can I get close enough to the harvester to use it this turn?
Yeah. Yes, I think you are probably close enough. Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna panic. What is it? A power roll to charge it.
Yep.
Which is fine. I got a 2, and then looking at Diego, frozen, move around behind the harvester and prod it forwards at Diego.
Okay.
What?
And that power roll works as well. So
Okay.
giving Harvey a little bit of encouragement
Amelia.
Okay.
while
How you can do
Amelia is frantically not looking at us,
Yeah.
and
Amelia
Diego is
can't see
frozen.
you. Yeah.
Can we
And
see
Diego
this
is frozen.
from the control bridge?
No, you're searching in cupboards. Stop looking at me.
I think I might give you an observation roll in a moment, but let's see what happens first. Okay, yeah. So you do need to make a stamina roll
Sure.
to successfully control the harvester. But if you do that,
Mhm.
the harvester will automatically attack Diego with a signature attack of 6.
All right. My stamina is 6, and I have 2 stress dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I get 3 successes and no panics.
You don't have to sound so excited.
Diego, you're standing there frozen. Violet has done what she did. The harvester has taken the order and it launches at you, going to do an attack, trying to pulverize you. The victim is dragged into the beast's dreadful meat grinder of a mouth. They get to make a last-ditch opposed close combat roll against 8 dice. So you can do
Can he
this. You can.
Even
Yes, he
though-
can. He can. Oh yeah, he can. This is death. He gets a chance to react against that. And you've got to succeed in doing that to dodge this giant maw that's about to grind you up.
Okay, he says a close combat roll.
So it's an opposed close combat
But
roll.
he's frozen. Diego
Yeah.
is frozen.
You don't have to make more
Yes.
reasons why he should be dead.
but I think it's only fair to give him a reaction in this
Okay.
situation.
Thank you.
Although,
Yes, I'm not-
yeah, okay, that's you have got two extra successes, so the harvester will get extra dice.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Sorry, Diego.
So I'm gonna roll a five dice.
You
One
can roll stress
success.
dice.
Oh,
Roll
And
stress
just-
as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's just got 4 successes.
2 successes.
I'm afraid you failed on the roll. You do a manful effort to try and dodge out of the way, but this thing has been so expertly commanded to attack you. You fail the roll. Your body is mercilessly minced. Your agonized screams ring in the ears of your friends until the day that they die. All who witness this receive +1 stress. Violet, you get +1 stress for this, and you must make a panic roll, even though
Even though you're just laughing there like an evil person.
That's
You've done.
only a 5
5 in total.
total. Yeah, I rolled a 2 on the
Right,
dice, and now I've
okay.
got 3 stress.
Well
Should we
done,
roll to
Violet.
see if we see now because we'd take the stress and the panic
So,
rolls?
you probably wouldn't hear it, but you make an observation roll, Morgan and Danny. I think it's going to be at -2 because you are searching through stuff. I think that's a fair point.
Okay.
Sorry, Aaron.
Oh, you're good. Amelia, you know what to do.
I know nothing
I
about
got
this.
Save the
success.
colony?
Yeah, you didn't even see it. You didn't even see it.
No. I'm in the mine trying to shut the blast doors.
Yeah.
I have no idea what's happened.
2 successes and a panic for me.
Okay, roll your panic, Aaron. Danny?
I got 2 successes and no panics.
6 in total.
Okay, I don't think you see the act itself, but you both see out of the window when you hear the screams. The position of Violet, the position of the harvester, and what's left of Diego being splattered into the growing water.
So
and
do
sand.
would we get a sense that Violet like provoked that
Doug, that's still
attack?
harsh. That's really harsh.
That she maybe instigated it, or do we just see that she's tried to zap it and
You can't.
Diego's
Well, that's what you
dead.
see. You don't. You draw any inference that you think your character would draw. I
I mean I'm used to
You didn't see her do the act. That's for sure.
okay. But maybe something to ask her about if she gets
What happened out there? Oh, is it our turn to go? Action wise.
No, it's Amelia now. Actually,
Okay.
Amelia, you might have heard some shouting and screaming, but it's difficult to tell what it was over the noise of the water. As you are there, rapidly trying to turn the handle, you can see there's definitely something in the water. There's debris in the water, but there's something bigger than just some debris. You don't know what it is, but it's coming along possibly faster than the water is actually flowing in your direction.
Okay. Well, I can probably have a reasonable guess at what it might be. I'm going to just carry on trying to get the door shut. The blast
Yep,
door.
okay. So again, it's a stamina roll again.
Okay. So I get 2 successes, but 1 panic.
Okay. Roll for your panic.
I need a low roll. Come on. 9.
9. Okay. That doesn't stop you succeeding, though. Your stress level does increase by 1. So you are rapidly turning this handle. The doors are shutting. The handle kind of comes off in your hands as you just finish it, as the door's closing. But you drop it and your jaw drops as it's closing. This thing, you've seen them from a distance. They are these like 5 meter long scorpion fish things, squirms through the gap in the door, and goes off into the towards the entrance of the compound as the door then shuts. You stop the flood, but one of these things has got through.
Okay, it's not coming directly for me immediately.
No, it seems to be going straight on. Okay, poor old Diego. Morgan and Danny, your actions.
Kind of hard to react knowing what we know as players, and
You've just seen Diego die horribly.
yeah, I still wanting to save the wife from the creature. Can we reasonably expect to find something in here that will let us power up this system, the PA? As characters, do we know there's odds that we'll find another torch or something in here?
It's possible, but it's not great. You know, there might be one lying around, but it's
okay. In that case, I'm going to head downstairs to the reactor.
Okay.
To try and get that powered up, so Danny would be able to do something.
Okay, just as you're about to do that, your radio crackles, and you can hear old Patrick Park's voice coming through saying, Tontus Ravine, this is the lifter, come in.
Dad, we're reading
you can hear this too, Danny.
This is not a good time.
Well, in fact, I think anybody with a radio can hear that, actually, because it's coming across all of your radios.
Yeah, that's not me. I threw my radio away.
Yes.
Right. I'm going to reply and tell him, Dad, I can hear you. Get yourself over here. To provide a distraction with the sound.
Did Diego have a radio on him when he was... Oh, no, but he was eating, so if he did, it's now everywhere.
He says, yeah, we're coming in. There's been a bit of trouble. I don't have time to explain. There's a swarm on the way.
If things can't get any worse, say to him, if things can't get any worse, there's a situation here we don't have time to tell you about. Oh man,
I hate this place. This is horrible.
This is a crappy planet.
Some parts of the planet are pretty nice. Just you got a shit.
There's a nice rich vein somewhere under there for us, but otherwise, this has not been great. So he's.
Sorry, go on.
Well, no, I suppose you'd be able to hear as well, then, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
but I'm at the bum end of Harvey the Harvester, so my attention is
harvester prod though.
Yeah, but still, these are dangerous beasts. You should respect them.
Not using to murder people you don't like.
No, that would be an improper use of harvester. They don't teach you that in harvester class. But if we're not in initiative,
I can vouch for that.
If we're not in initiative, I will. I don't know.
Still
we
active.
Probably are.
Oh, okay.
Actually, yeah, I think we could probably drop out of initiative for the moment.
Because at the first opportunity, I'm going to use the zapper. I'm going to try and incapacitate the harvester.
Yep. Okay, you can do that. Yep.
Mm-hmm. And then I'm going to wade through and run towards Amelia.
Right. Okay. So first things first, you need to zap the.
Sure.
Zap the harvester. Give me one moment. Whilst that's happening, Tone, the creature that came through, which is probably 2.5 meters long, not 5 meters long, has kind of disappeared into the water. So the water is now a couple of feet, but it's beginning to run away. But it's kind of disappeared into the gloom, and you're not sure where it is.
So the water's kind of 200 feet deep where I am, but presumably that isn't going to spread out to the whole of the ravine and then be that. Is it going to basically?
No, it's all drain. It's all starting to drain away. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. So the remote unit. So you just need to make a Comtech roll and be within medium range of the beast, which you are.
Comtech. All right. So that's 4, and then also my stress. Oh, I didn't get any successes, so I'm going to push the roll.
Okay.
Because this. I get 1 success.
Yeah, that's good enough. Roll 2d6 and add them together.
8.
Okay. Yeah, it slumps, but you know that this is only going to leave it in this state for probably less than a minute.
Okay. Gonna start running then.
Okay. Tony.
I'm going to start heading back towards the control block, I guess. Head back out fairly cautiously because I don't know where this scorpion-headed thingy is.
Okay.
Try and hug the wall, kind of on that west side.
Okay. Cool. Violet. So you are. Where were you heading, Violet? You're heading towards Amelia.
I was trying to get up to Amelia. Yeah, I was going to go and try and help her and.
Okay. Can you make an observation roll? So there's quite a lot of water coming in now. You're splashing around in 6 or 8 inches of water, but it is going away quite quickly, and the flow from the mines has slowed down and stopped.
Oh, I get 3 successes, but also 2 panics.
Okay, make those panic rolls.
That would be a 10.
Okay, you freeze. The reason you freeze is you can see Amelia coming up the tunnel to the entrance to the mines, but ahead of her and heading in your general direction is one of those scorpionids that you've seen only deep down in the caverns before, or very occasionally where they come up a little bit, and it's heading in your general direction. It doesn't look like it's making a beeline for you, but it's certainly heading in your direction. Your stress level goes up by 1.
Great. This is exactly what I wanted the venom. I'm not happy about this situation.
Then you
at all.
don't have it.
I know.
You deemed that.
I
It doesn't
know.
work.
That doesn't
on the
matter.
scorpions.
My comfort anti-venom.
Okay, so with Diego having died, Aaron is now playing Benny Parks, and Benny, I think, is probably with his dad, and will rejoin the game in the control deck. Welcome back, Aaron.
Benny.
That's a
Benny.
lot of parks. There are not many Marinos.
Mom, Dad.
What's happening? Got woken up by a horrible screaming from outside.
Damn teenagers. Right, is he a teen? Sorry.
Yes, he is.
Probably.
18 years old, I think.
Took all that racket to get him to wake up.
But I think, again, we probably need initiatives.
Okay.
And the same for you, Amelia.
Yeah.
And I think we can probably roll initiative for everybody, actually, now.
Okay.
because you can see what's happening.
I get a 10.
4.
Not even a look.
So who
8.
got 4?
Yes.
Yeah, I got 4.
Is that Morgan got 4?
Oh,
No, Benny.
Benny,
Morgan got a 2.
you go first, Dad.
I'm just happy you're talking to me.
Danny got 1. Amelia,
8.
go again because that's what they're going on.
4. That's already taken,
Again.
isn't it? 5.
5. Okay,
Right.
Danny, you are first. You are up in the control
My
block.
time to save the day.
You can
Or-
see.
Not.
So the other thing that you okay, no, that's fine. You can see a shape, a scorpionid sized shape in the low level of water, heading vaguely in the direction of Violet.
I'll just yell over the radio for everyone just to get back here and bunker up. Because I don't see a better plan.
No.
Okay, 2s, Morgan.
It's not a great deal I can really do. We can't get any weapons because we need Amelia.
Do we? Oh, because they're in the Marino house.
No, but they're in the vault, and we need you and Amelia to get into the vault.
Are there weapons in the vault?
Yes,
There
it
is
contains
a-
our armory.
There is a small armory, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And the harvesters. Did you successfully incapacitate it? Sorry.
It's out for a bit, but not for long.
Okay. So we
And
don't
you
need
couldn't
to
have
worry
done
about.
that before it got
I was
Marino.
panicking. It was such a chaotic situation. I forgot my training. You should have gone. If you'd have gone, he would have made it.
I doubt that.
We'd probably have had more of a chance, wouldn't he?
Out of game, yes. Because I wouldn't have set it on him, but
You hear over the radio on 3s, Patrick Parks saying, "We're coming in hot. This swarm is right behind us. Get ready to be picked up."
Oh, okay. Oh, in that case, I guess I'm heading out.
Okay. 4s, Benny.
I'm in the control room.
Yeah. You're in the control block, in the control deck.
With me and Danny.
Yeah. Except your dad has just headed out.
Yeah. Telling Benny to come follow me, I guess.
Did you? Did you say anything to me before you left, Dad?
You get back to bed, son.
As a responsible parent, I feel I should have, but
Yeah. Can I tag along, Dad?
of course you can, son. Come on, we gotta escape.
Okay. There we go.
family outing.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, I'm going along with Dad.
Okay, Amelia, it's your action. You can see Violet stood over by probably near the L of the landing pad. That scorpionid is heading directly in her direction.
Hang on, who's piloting the vehicle?
Well, normally Maya Marino would be.
I wonder what they saw flying in.
But that's not who's called over the radio.
So I don't know.
No, Patrick has radioed over. Yeah.
Okay. So I actually have no idea really what's happening because I haven't got my radio. So I'm still running for the. I'm just running for the entrance to the control block, back the same door that I came out of. I will shout towards Violet saying, "Look out, Scorpionid!"
Yeah. Okay.
But I'm basically running for trying to get back in the control block as far as I can get.
Has Amelia had a chance to see her brother's what is left of her brother in the chaos?
Yeah. Make that's a fair call. Make an observation roll, Amelia.
He was mostly eaten.
Because obviously you can't see your brother anywhere.
No. I get 1 success, but 1 panic. But I have 6 stress, so this is probably not going to end well. My panic is 10.
10. Okay. As you're running in the direction of the control block, you notice that you can't see Diego anywhere, but then you can see on the far side of the landing pad a mangled jumble of what was once a person, and you can tell by the angle of the cap that it's what's left of its head is wearing that it's your brother. And as you're running, you slow down slowly and then end up in a little walk until you realize, well, and then you freeze. Your stress level goes up by 1 as you see not the charred, but the ground remains of your brother.
Diego, no!
The next action is the Scorpionid, which, having seen Violet, it's making a beeline to attack her. Violet, did you want to make the roll for the signature attack, or shall I?
No, I'll roll. That would be a 1.
Okay. 1. Retreat. The Scorpionid isn't stupid and won't fight unless there's a good reason to. On this occasion, it decides to flee as quickly as possible.
Look at my cattle, my harvester prods, like.
So I think it's probably gone towards you. It's seen the harvester just behind you, probably rumbling a little bit, and rather than frightened of you, it's turned away from the harvester, and it's not fleeing in that sense. It's making a tactical withdrawal, but it's still in the area. It's still in the compound.
Mm-hmm.
Violet, it's your action. So you have unfrozen.
All right. Can I run up to Amelia?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to run up to Amelia. As I'm running, have my most shocked face possible and be like, Amelia, I'm so sorry. I tried to get here before it got Diego. Morgan just wouldn't let me leave. He's bickering with Danny, the pair of them. I'm so sorry.
Cool.
And yeah, just try and panic and
blame Morgan.
Yeah, maybe. And a bit of Danny.
What?
I'm so sorry,
round.
Amelia.
Okay, Danny, it's your action. You haven't heard any of that, remember, Danny?
No, but I've seen them running back towards the building.
Yeah, you've seen Amelia freeze and maybe shout Diego, and then you've seen Violet run up to her and talk to her, but you don't know what she said.
Okay, I want to head downstairs to the quote-unquote airlock, and get ready to shut the doors once they're inside.
Okay.
Oh no, I don't have a torch.
And it is starting to get quite dark. Actually, Danny, just before you do that, from the control block, you can see anybody on the control. Well, actually, everyone can see this. On the north horizon, quite close, you can see the lights of the cargo lifter as it's flying very quickly and very low in the direction of Tontus Ravine. It also looks like it's flying. Yeah, it's not flying very well either.
Okay. So, as I realised that I don't have a power pack to shut them in when they get in, I might just inquire for more information on the copter thing, whatever.
Although I might, are you talking about us? Assuming we're going to be getting in. Because I might have a torch, so I forgot when we're talking about what I dropped. I forgot that I did have a torch. I took the torch when we left, didn't we? So I might still have the torch. A 50-50 chance, I guess, of still having the torch and not having dropped it.
I think you've still got it. You dropped the tools.
Yeah, but only said because I've forgotten at the time that I had the torch.
Yeah, I know, but that's a fair call, so that's fine.
Fair enough.
I'll let you get away with that one.
But anyway, yeah, I might just ask what the situation on the transport is, and how many people can we even get on that realistically?
Well, it's interesting that you say that because I'm just finding a picture of the transport. So I should try and share this with apologies if. Okay. Okay, I don't know if that's going to work. No, that's not going to work. Okay, so bear with me. So sorry, what was your question again, Connor?
How many people can we get on there?
What's the situation on board,
really?
and how many people can we realistically get on board?
Okay, for some reason, it's not letting me share that anymore. Okay, you could get everybody on board. It's like a big flatbed thing. Those not inside the piloting pod, the cockpit, which has probably only got space for maybe 3. You might squeeze 4 people in there. Otherwise, you'd just be kind of hanging on to the outside. It would be so much easier to explain if I could bring up this picture for whatever reason, but it's not.
I sort of get the idea. I think.
Yeah, let's just shut that.
Would
remember? I know. David and Daniels and Tennessee. They all managed to fit in the cockpit, didn't they? At least.
Yeah,
at least
you could probably squeeze.
Would you be able to clip on and harness on so you wouldn't necessarily fall off on the outside, though?
Yeah, I think there probably are that option. Yep. So for some reason, I'm unable to share anything now. So apologies.
But as part of the,
oh, it's just coming up now.
No, I'm not sure that's coming up with anything useful.
It's just a blank screen. But as part of my, asking what's going on, I want to know the status of who's on board, what's going on, what's the situation.
So are you radioing?
Yeah, I'm communicating back to them.
You get no response.
It's not usual.
There we go again. It's okay. I'll leave it with that.
Not if you've got nothing to hide.
Okay, twos. Morgan, you're still heading down, yeah?
Check your Discord.
Sorry,
What
mate.
secret messages are you sending?
Sorry, I've been busy.
You look more like me. Nothing to hide. Well, at the very least, not murdering other members of the squad.
Who would do that? I'm confused. I'm just late. That's all.
I certainly have no
Sorry,
idea.
sorry about that. Yep.
No, it's fine. It's just, So, have I heard? I would have heard Danny's attempts to radio my dad. Yeah.
Yes. Yep. You've got a radio, and you've heard that there was no response.
Oh, I'm proper stuck as to what to do at the minute. You know what? Yeah, sorry. I'm going to continue going down towards the basement.
Yep. Okay. When you get there, are you going straight to where you want to go?
Yes.
Okay. Can you make an observation roll, please?
Any minuses, or is this just a...
No, just a straight observation.
Okay. So that should be 8. I'll just roll in base first. Oh, nice. 3 successes on the base. And then stress is nothing on the stress. So 3 successes in total.
Okay. As you run splashing down, because this place is still flooded with water, you can see a couple of leggy snakes about 10 meters away, and their ripples are slowly heading in your direction as you're splashing through the water.
Okay. When Violet ran off and left me and Danny, we didn't really discuss distribution of the venom. Would one of us have both, or we have one each? The anti-venom, sorry. Just for knowledge.
It's probably fair to say that you got one each, I think.
Okay.
Seeing you should have specified perhaps who was actually taking them, but yeah.
Yeah.
No problem. Okay, yeah, Benny, it's your action. Your dad has just gone down to the basement.
I'm just going to keep following him. Just right behind him.
Yeah, okay, you can also see those couple of snakes. I think you're in the water.
Dad, can I have your venom? Your anti-venom?
Okay, back up on the surface. Amelia, it's your action.
I'm going to take out my hologram of Sanchez, my other dead brother.
Yeah.
Look at it and say, I'm sorry, Sanchez, I couldn't protect you. Now it turns out I couldn't take Diego either. I'm sorry, I let you both down.
Excellent. Have a lose a point of stress. I'm
Thanks.
assuming that's why you're doing that.
Obviously.
Right. Nicely done. And you can still have another action.
And I will turn and head back towards the control block.
Yep. Okay. 8. It's the the scorpionid who continues to be milling around down here. Hasn't gone away, but isn't making any kind of aggressive move. We can probably drop out of initiative now, I think. Okay.
I want to ask over the radio where he's planning, or they're planning on touching down to pick everyone up.
Because the harvest is kind of sitting on the landing pad still, isn't it? Basically.
It is at the moment, yeah.
Probably close to waking
It's going
up.
to wake up soon, isn't it?
You get a very panicked reply from Patrick saying, "I haven't got time to worry about stupid things like that. The swarm is right behind me. Get everybody ready." You can hear the engines. It's getting quite close.
Right. Violet, I want to run into the control block and find Benny and tell him to get to the landing pad.
Who's he going to follow, Mum or Dad?
I don't know.
Okay, you run back in. Whilst you're doing that, down in the basement, Morgan and Benny. Morgan, what are you doing?
Doing what I said I was going to do, or walking towards what I said I was going to do.
Do you have a power pack?
Yes, I no, I didn't. I gave it to somebody, didn't I?
Amelia.
You gave me your torch, yeah.
Yeah.
So
I didn't
So
think
you
of
will-
that, did I?
you will need power to open the doors, but the stores over here will have power packs in them.
Okay, and I'm aware of this.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Wait, did the short range radio have power pack?
We
No,
determined
was that-
that.
That's
We
like
decided now. Yeah.
Yeah.
I will head to the store and look for a power pack then.
Okay. As you're doing that, a leggy snake rears its head up and tries to bite at you.
The leggy snake. What? Sorry, you robotized then.
As you're doing that, one of those leggy snakes you spotted is coming towards you, trying to bite you.
Okie dokie.
It misses, but it's hissing at you nastily.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to pet it. I learned that.
Okay, Benny, your action. Benny?
Mute.
I think I may pet it, actually. I mean, I'm an adventurous teenager. I think I'm just playing the timid kid who's just scared and hiding behind his dad at this point. So I'm just gonna cautiously, and probably, I don't know, when it just went for you, right, Dad?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm probably gonna jump back a little bit, just out of shock and fear.
Okay. Okay, cool. But Morgan, you find a power pack with 3 power in it.
Cool.
Exactly where they should be. Violet, you don't know where Benny is.
Well, I'm just going to shout like an angry mum. Benny, where are you? Benny, get up here. We need to get ready for when
Or down there. You don't know where he is.
just wherever I am is the right place. So he needs to get up here. Would it be Uncle Pat or Granddad Pat? I can't
No,
remember.
Granddad.
Granddad's coming in with we need to get out of here before a swarm hits. Benny.
Is this on the radio?
Well, yeah, probably. Just literally shouting like an angry mum.
You can probably hear her shouting from upstairs, actually.
Mom, we've got a situation going on down here. Dad's wrestling with a snake.
I don't care what your father's doing. Get up here.
Tony, what are you doing? Amelia and Danny.
So I was heading back in, but do I hear the cargo lifter approaching?
Yes, absolutely. Everyone can hear it now. Yeah.
So I know, or
And
think
you
I know
heard
that
Violet
Maya is on
calling
that. So I
out.
think I'm going to stop and turn around and look to see where this is, where they're landing.
Right. Okay.
I was going to kind of hang around outside to see where they.
As you do that, you see the harvester kind of shake itself and then bury itself in the ground and disappear.
Okay, can we see the cargo lifter yet, or is it? Can we just hear
Yes,
it?
absolutely. Yeah, it's going to be landing in the next 30 seconds or a minute.
I want to run and find Amelia.
And do we have any sign that these? Because I haven't heard anything about the swarm coming, but is there? Can I see now signs of it approaching? So do I know that there's a swarm coming, or do I? If I haven't heard it on the radio, would I have? Is there nothing that would give me any idea?
Yeah, make an observation roll.
Wasn't Violet just shouting it?
Yeah, I was shouting that there's all kinds of stuff
Swarm
going
coming.
on.
Yeah.
So do I know, or am I doing an observation roll?
Well, you've heard Violet shout. In it, you might have heard the word swarm, but make an observation roll.
I get 1 success, but also 1 panic. And my panic is 8.
Okay, yeah, you start to tremble. All skill rolls using agility suffer -2 until your panic stops, which will take a turn. And you tremble because you're absolutely right. Close on the heels of the cargo lifter is you can see the gloomy mass of a swarm, and it looks big. Okay, Morgan, what are you doing? You've got your power pack.
Going to open the door.
Yeah. Well, as you're doing that, the snake is still trying to bite you.
I'm batting it away. I'm batting it off.
Okay, it misses you again, but it's definitely there and angry with you.
Power's fine.
Okay, and then make a roll for the. So as you do that, the door opens. Water from in here rushes into what is like a radiation airlock.
Okay.
Does that include an inflow of leggy snakes?
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for him to say.
It's the leggy snake that's been bothering you has probably come in as well. Yes.
Okay.
But you can open the inner door if you wish.
Yeah.
Okay, make another power roll. See how much power you're left with.
I've lost 1 power.
Okay, and water then starts flooding into the reactor room, but you can see the reactor and see where it is. Benny,
Okay.
you've seen your dad open up and go into the reactor room.
I think I'll be following him.
Benny.
This isn't the son I remember.
Okay, Amelia. Not Amelia. Sorry, I was going to say Violet.
I'm probably if he's not in this top area, I'm going to head further into the control block, shouting continually for my son, using the radio. Where's Benny? Benny, where are you? We need to get out of here. Come on.
Are you replying, Benny, at all?
Yeah. Mom, we're in the basement. We're in the reactor.
No. Get upstairs now. Come on.
Dad, what do I say?
And I'm going to continue heading towards. Now I know where they go. I'm going to try and get as close to there, but probably not go into the water.
Yeah, okay, so you're on the stairs. Amelia and Danny, what are you doing?
I want to run and find Amelia and basically just like grab her and shake her and saying, something's up here, you know. There's I don't think whoever it is on the copter thing. I think
Maya.
the parks
Patrick and Maya.
Pat, I think the parks are up to something. I think they're trying to, you know, I saw Violet right there when the harvester attacked your brother. We need to get inside and sort this out. We don't want to go with them.
But Violet said she didn't have time because you and Morgan slowed her down. Is that not true? Did Violet lie to me about that?
Tony, make an observation roll, please.
I got 1 success and 1 panic. My panic is 7.
Okay, you get a nervous twitch. Your stress level goes up by 1. But no, otherwise, not much. You don't really. The scorpion is still moving a little bit closer, but it hasn't come to. Doesn't look like it's going to attack you or anything.
Now, did you say that we might have some weapons in our house or not?
No, they're in the vault.
Not me.
But you have one of the cards for that.
Yeah, although I do know that Diego had a gun.
Yes, had the revolver.
And I guess his body is on the landing pad. So I am running for the landing pad looking for his revolver.
Yeah, you see it. You can get it.
Okay, I'm going to get it.
As you run there, the lander is coming in, and there are some insects buzzing around already. The beginning of the swarm is beginning to arrive.
Okay, so the lander is coming into the landing pad.
It is now coming into land. Yeah. It's making a very hasty and bumpy landing, so you can get out of its way, but it's coming in.
Yeah, I will try and get out of its way rather than have it land on my head. Yes, I will do that.
I think you also can see Diego's radio, so you can pick that up as well, Tone.
Okay, I will grab that as well then. Yeah.
Okay, Morgan.
Unharmed.
Am I able to do what I want to do?
Yeah. Make a dice roll on the skill that I gave you before.
People said I was sketchy.
And they were right.
Well,
Baby
yeah, obviously.
first.
I mean, this is why you two are married, man.
Maybe.
Yeah, you're
That's
perfect for each other.
2 successes, no panics.
Okay. Did you want it to kind of? Yeah. 2 successes, no panics. Yeah. So you've succeeded. You don't know quite when that outcome will happen.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I can't tell the viewing masses what we're talking about without giving it away to everybody else.
I mean, you could throw it up in the YouTube chats if nobody else is watching.
Look, Benny's being attacked by a harvester. Look.
It's Bobby the Harvester.
Yeah, Benny. Yeah, okay. I will say this out loud again. Obviously, those who don't know what's going on, your dad has effectively started the power-up sequence for the reactor without any of the safety measures, and on the settings he's set, it will explode at some point.
Am I aware? Am I aware how long we have?
You don't know.
Doesn't say. Okay. And I witnessed this. I know. I understand what's going on.
You can see that there are red warning lights coming up on the reactor control panel.
Yeah, and the voice is going,
To say,
base will explode.
Don't do this.
T-minus
Don't
10
do
minutes.
Don't do
Yeah.
this.
Yeah,
Dad?
10 minutes to reach minimum.
Run,
safety
Betty.
distance.
What are you doing, Dad?
Run, Benny!
Dad, what are you doing?
Benny, where are you? Get up here!
Run!
Are you guys getting a divorce?
It's the only way to be sure.
Okay, Danny, what are you doing?
Probably heading downstairs, to be honest.
Yeah, okay. Violet, you're still shouting?
Yeah, screaming, shouting, trying to look down through the doorway to see where Benny is.
So you can't see them. You
Yeah.
can hear voices from around the other side. So if we again look at the map again, the way you are in the basement on the stairs. Come on.
I'm facing that way, and they're behind down over there, aren't they?
So yeah, there's a wall between you and the stairs and where they are. But you can hear voices. Can't really hear what they're saying, but you can hear voices.
I'm gonna, as much as I don't want to, wade down a bit in the water, head down and start, because I don't want to get too far in, because then I want to be able to sprint back out, dragging Benny. But yeah, continually, like, I don't have command, so I can't demand Benny, get up here, come on. Grandad, Pat's here with the lifter, we need to get out. There's a swarm coming, this place is horrible, let's go.
Mom, I don't know what Dad's doing. I think he'll
be along in a minute, come on.
Okay, back up onto the top level, Tony.
So has the lander landed now?
The lifter has landed.
I want to
go
on. So what I want to do, I basically want to jump up as far as I can into the cockpit and see if Maya's there, because Maya the pilot. Would we normally expect Maya to be flying it? Not
Maya
Pat.
would normally be piloting it, yeah. So as it lands, you sort of jump up onto the front of the.
I've got my revolver that I've picked up out.
Let me stop showing again. Yeah. From the. That's all pretty. I can't share that. Sorry. Okay. From the cockpit steps. Oh, what's going on there? I leave it.
Chaos.
From the cockpit steps old Patrick Parks, and he is holding a gun, and he says, "Get off the lifter, Marino, or the little girl dies." And he's raising his gun towards you.
I'm shooting.
Okay.
This is some dysfunctional family drama.
So the old feud has come back. Right. Okay. Yeah. So make the roll, Tone.
Am I still at -2 agility for my panic, or is that?
I think in theory you are. Yes. Sorry.
Okay. That's all right. I got plenty of stress dice to roll. It's fine.
But the gun will give you +1 bonus.
+1.
It's a 357 Magnum.
357 Magnum. Yep. Okay. So I get 3 dice plus my 6 stress dice. Come on. Oh shit. So I get 2 successes, but 1 panic.
Okay. Roll the panic.
I have 6 stress, so I need a 1 or 2 here.
Low. 1, 2, or
1.
3, really.
So I get 7. 7 panic.
Okay.
2 successes, 7 panic.
So your stress goes up by 1.
I'm quite stressed now.
You do 2 points of damage, which from the first hit, which will then become 3 if you want to translate that into more damage.
Yeah, I guess I probably will.
Now, Patrick Parks isn't called Old Patrick Parks for nothing. And that shot puts him down. And roll the critical injury, Tone.
That D66.
Yes.
Oh. 13.
13. You've inflicted crippling pain. His stress level goes up by 1.
Can't fault him.
Okay, but roll initiative, Tone.
10.
Okay. So he gets to act first.
But isn't he broken?
Oh, he's broken, isn't he? Yeah, good point.
Yeah, fuck him. You're not acting then, is he?
Yeah, good point. Yeah.
Thank you. Oh, thanks, Connor.
Sorry, well done. Thanks, Connor.
Company man's good for something.
Telling me how to GM this game. That's great. Thank you for the rules. Right, yeah, Tony. Yeah, what do you want to do with him?
I just want to kick him off the cargo loader and then look for Maya.
Okay. The rest of you will have heard a gunshot. One gunshot from upstairs.
I'm just
my
gonna
business.
scream at Benny. No! Get up here! No! Move!
Kids,
Benny!
Okay.
Literally. Hysterically angry mother.
Dad, I'm gonna see. I'm going to see. Check on Mom.
Well, to be fair, I'm gonna try and evacuate myself, and if I happen to run by old Benny boy, I'll grab him.
Yeah. Okay. Danny, what are you doing? You were heading down into the
I'm
basement.
heading downstairs, as I guess all the parks are now running back up the stairs.
Yeah. Okay, Tony. Yeah, that's fine. So, Tony, you find behind in the cockpit pod, Maya. She's conscious. She's been beaten. Her hands have been tied, but she's alive.
Okay, I've got to untie her hands. So,
Yep.
Maya, those parks, you should never have trusted them. Are you well enough to fly this thing?
She says, "Just watch me."
Crashes into the side of the canyon.
What's the status of the swarm incoming now?
It's close behind. It's almost on top of you.
I'm going to look towards have a look back towards the control block. I can't see and no one's coming out of it yet.
I guess probably the park. Those who are coming out are probably now reaching the. Pardon me. Reaching the exit door. So I'm going to try sharing again. Let me just give that a try. Okay, you should see that in a moment. But yeah, as Maya is sort of strapping herself into the pilot seat, they are. Can you see the screen yet? Anybody?
Yep. Got the map.
Yep. So all the parks are coming out of the door on the bottom, the south end of the central block, as Maya is just taking off. In fact,
Yeah, I'll say go, Maya, go.
so Tone, did you want to make a pilot roll for Maya, please? Okay, she has 8 dice of piloting, and she has 3 stress.
Okay. She gets 1 success and no panic. I might push that, I think.
Yeah, okay, I'll let you do that.
If I'm allowed to push
Yeah.
on her behalf.
I'll let you do that. Yeah.
Okay, and I have 2 successes but a panic.
Okay.
She has 3 stress, so 5 is the panic.
Fine. Yeah, she copes with that.
So 2 successes then.
So we'll come back to Danny in a moment. The parks. You run out and are running towards the landing pad and the lifter, just as it lifts off and away. As you scream up at them, you do see that Patrick is lying on the ground with a bullet wound. And suddenly the pylons at the top start to shudder under the assault from hundreds, well, thousands, if not millions of insects. The pylons fall, and before your very eyes, the swarm floods into the compound. We are very close to the end of our time. I'm afraid to say the 3 of you get eaten.
Can I, before I get eaten, turn around and throw myself at Morgan and try and strangle him?
If you want, you
I
can
hate
use
this rock! I hate this place! Ah!
Violet. If
They
you
are
want,
going to
you
get
could,
divorced now, Benny.
hang on. You could use the prod on him if you want.
Oh, yeah, that'll do. Just like, ah!
But Benny, 2 Christmases.
2 Christmases, Benny. And
No,
yeah,
no,
just
no.
lunge myself in fury at Morgan.
Did you want?
Is the lifter already too high in there to even attempt to
Yeah,
launch?
we
it?
dead.
I will give you a mobility roll, but you need 3 successes, and then you'll be hanging on.
Just Benny specifically. Just reward
Yeah,
the kid.
I'm just attacking you, so you've got to avoid me.
Okay, that's fair enough.
Yeah, I think Morgan and Violet are in the middle of a fight. Go on, Benny.
Okay, so I got 7, so it's not too bad. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2 successes.
Oh, Benny.
Did you want to push?
Yes, do it.
Might as well.
do it,
So
yeah.
Might as well.
You've run up. You've got one hand on, and you're trying to grab
I'm
it with
gonna
the
push.
other one.
Okay.
Desperately trying to grab on.
Woo! I got it. So I got another success, 3 success, and
Okay.
yeah, no panic.
So Benny, you're hanging on as the thing is flying away. I'm going to say that you managed to hang on long enough to be able to clamber up.
Yep.
Down on the ground, Violet and Morgan, you're busy fighting in the last marital bus stop you'll ever have.
I'm screaming about her cheating
Before the
on me.
insects land on you.
Where is Danny at this point in time?
Danny's getting in the vault.
Well, no, well, if you,
On the radio as we're going. By the way, I'm saying over the radio. Yeah, Danny Stone. You're the only one. I'm sorry, we didn't manage to pick up. I have to go because the parks are coming. I would have taken you if I could have. Good luck.
who'd have thought the company man was a good guy all along? Maybe.
Well, I won't go that far.
Yeah.
But you weren't one of the
would have,
parks.
no one would have thought that, actually. So Danny, we are right at the end of our time, Danny. What are you doing?
Well, yeah. As I'm, would I see that there's something going on with the reactor because the doors are open?
You could probably do a heavy machinery roll to try and turn it off again. Yeah.
No!
I would like to, if possible. I do have some tools on me as well.
Are
but
they Contech tools or?
It says +1 heavy machinery and Contech.
Yep. Okay. Yep. Crack on.
Don't want to do my hard work.
Right, I'm going to undo your hard work. Some of us want to live, not blow the whole station to hell. There's 3 successes, but a panic. But the panic can't possibly.
How much stress do you have?
Only 3.
You can't completely
so yeah,
fail.
it's a
No.
7.
Okay. Yeah, you managed to shut down the reactor. You can hear insects now. You can hear screams from up above. You can hear the insects basically tearing through just about every part of the base. What are you doing?
I want to get in the vault.
You can get in the vault. So earlier, Danny, when he was talking to Amelia, palmed your key, Amelia. So he has your key and his key.
You didn't need it anyway. Come on.
You open up the vault. You can get inside. You can close it. The vault is one of the few places on the base that the insects can't eat through. So you come out at the end of it after the insects pass on, smelling of roses. And it's 23:30 exactly, and that's where we end.
I'll also pinch some of the yttrium or whatever.
Yes,
Because why not?
Yeah. Cool.
Obviously.
I'm already
How long
there.
could he
I might
sit-
as well.
How long
Actually,
could he
that-
survive in the vault for? Like,
Yeah, it'd run out of air, wouldn't he, after a couple of hours?
A few hours. Really.
long
That's
enough
how long
for
the
the,
insects are there
the
for,
storm to
surely.
pass.
Just one
I
person
think
for a
he
while.
probably can survive. Yeah, I think.
Damn it.
Good game, guys. Well done. Good game.
Yeah, nice one, Dave. Might have done it in
close.
time as well. Impressive.
Very good. Thank you.
Cool.
Thank you all so much for that session. That was
That was an
amazing.
amazing last half an hour of events.
It kind of makes me sad that not more people couldn't experience this year at conventions, because this was a fantastic scenario.
I've clearly realised
I'm amazed
that
so
it's
many
not-
of us lived.
It's not runnable in 3 hours, really. But
Yes.
we managed it. Well done, everybody. Good playing. Thank
Very
you.
good. Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much
And
to everyone for giving
Sorry,
your time.
sorry for killing Aaron twice. No, he survived it.
No, he got back up.
Well, I don't.
Unless I
once
shot him as
realised-
he was trying to get back on.
Well, when you
Unless
eventually land,
Amelia
you might
shoots
not have
him.
been happy.
Although
Which
Maya,
happens-
Well,
Maya
actually,
likes him. So
I
Maya's
was going
got
to say, I
soft spot for
think Benny and Maya have got a little thing going on, little Romeo and Juliet situation.
Benny. Yeah.
Well, that's fine. Maybe that's the way to end the feud then. I won't shoot Benny when he gets on there. I won't shoot him when you get on in that
It's
game.
all right. The rest of the parks are all
Maya,
dead.
Maya will stop me.
Rest
all
of
the
parts are
parks
dead,
that-
yeah.
Would want to kill you are dead.
I didn't want to kill them. I wanted to get out of this place.
But you literally killed one of them,
You
though.
killed the Diego, didn't you?
To try and get Amelia to be mad at Morgan.
Which worked.
Morgan, which is good. Yeah.
I mean,
Which did work.
sure.
Yeah, that was a really good bit of play. I like that. That was It was all really good. It was excellent stuff.
It was a tremendous session.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, guys, or everyone. Dave, if people want more Effekt content and more Dave in their ears and eyes, where should they go?
That sounds quite alien as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's
So podcast, so effektpodcast.org, spelt the Swedish way with a K, if I can get it on there, or actual plays, effektap.org, and we also have a YouTube channel where we're running Coriolis at the moment as well. So any of those, I have a blog as well, rpggods.org. Have a look at that. Thanks.
excellent. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Tony,
you,
Millie,
everybody.
Connor, Aaron, and Aaron. Aaron Sweared, I guess probably should have said.
Yeah, thank you,
Aaron
Doug.
and
Thank you,
Aaron.
Doug, for hosting.
Oh, absolutely.
Thank you, Doug.
Again so
Yeah.
far.
I tried to get the maps up as soon as I could, but sometimes I didn't quite get them up as I know Dave was asking for them, and I wasn't quite on the ball there a couple times. But I appreciate it.
I'm very unpredictable about putting maps up and down, so it's good, really good.
I'm going to tell folks, if you are a fan of Alien and the RPG, feel free to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, because we want to just build this channel up and make it a really great platform for Free League. So I really appreciate everybody that has done that so far. And stick around. We've got an actual play of Mork Borg coming up, or Merk Borg. I don't know, Dave, your wife's going to have to come on and tell me how to.
She's not here right now. Damn.
It's all right. Thank you all.
When you need her, eh?
All right. So thank you all. We'll see you in a little bit. Be safe and be well. And we'll be back.
Thanks, everybody.
Just a few moments.
Thanks, everyone.